Hello, everyone, and welcome to Nuuli Forged. We are a 5e Dungeons & Dragons homebrew adventure stream set in the world of Nuuli, which came out of my brain, and 5 of my friends are brave enough to play in.
At least occasionally.
Yeah, we've got 3 of them here right now. Mike will be joining us a little bit later, just had a bit of a difficult commute home tonight.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, looks like he's coming in hot right now.
There he is.
Oh, let's see. We're doing it live, everybody. We're doing it live. All right, here we go.
Hello.
Hey, Mike.
You're just in time to roll the dice.
Perfect timing. Wow. Incredible. Okay. Let's do this. What is it? D20? D6?
It's a D20.
Boom. 16. What is the question?
Fantastic. I will tell you in just a moment as I fix a little technical glitch so that we can all see Tanner's smiling face. There we go. Oh, that's the smile.
It's not smiling.
That's what we all come for.
There it is. There it is.
All right, cool. All right. Yes, we are a 5e D&D stream, and that is what we do here. These 4 people are going to play in that world that came out of my brain, and it's going to be fun, and they may die, because a few of them have done that already.
I was about to say again.
Great.
It's true.
Sadly, we are without a Matt tonight, so Spoot will be shadowy and indistinct, which may affect what happens tonight, because there's some choices to be made. Before we introduce ourselves, we rolled a 16 on the die. So, this could be fun and interesting. Dear players, please introduce yourselves, your characters, and answer the question, in what area is your character the most competitive? So stew on that for a moment. Let it percolate in your brain stems. And then we're going to flip the script this time and start with Tanner.
Didn't see that one coming.
Right? What is Nereus most competitive with?
Well, introduce yourself and all that jazz, too.
Oh, right. I'm Tanner. I'm playing Nereus, the Azamar sorcerer. And competitive with? I would say, if anything, he tries to, more or less compete with other spellcasters, at least in the times that they've fought them.
Very cool. Likes to be the best spellcaster on the battlefield.
Yeah,
or the
test his
showiest.
limits.
Yeah, I dig that. That's cool.
Always the showiest.
Yeah. Vain AF.
Hey.
Total fictitious attribute there. It's all good. I love you. All right, moving on up the ladder, we got Sarah.
Oh shit! When Matt's not here, I'm second.
Yeah, I've changed it all around. It's a new layout.
I really like being in the middle. It was great. Hey, my name is Sarah, and I play Olive, the half-orc druid. And Olive is probably the most competitive. It's not necessarily what she's the best at, but I would say she's pretty darn competitive. At this the tournament kind of melee, bashing things, but not necessarily in combat. She's terrible at that. She just gets really big and lets people hit her. But this whole tournament of whacking people with a stick. Yeah, that was her jam.
All right. Aggro competitive streak. I like that.
In contrast to Defect, you can only hit people when like we're actually dying.
Fair enough.
Right.
Glorious. Thank you. Moving on up to Amber.
I'm Amber. I play Greg, the Goblin Artificer. Greg is most competitive in generally proving worth, like worthiness.
Yeah.
Be it like I'm a worthy friend, or I am super smart, or I have a lot of stuff, and like you should respect me. It's all about worthiness, whatever the context.
Yeah, I see that. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right. And moving up once more to the top square, we have Mike.
Me. I'm Mike. I play Defect, the Warforged / Arcanaton Barbarian. And his area of expertise is definitely rock throwing. Goes without fail. Man, the way he tosses those rocks. Maybe poetry slam sessions. I'm going to throw that in there.
Okay.
He thinks he's good. Maybe the crowd doesn't.
Competitive isn't
they
about
don't get it
skill.
yet.
It's about what you like to do. So I get it. I'm down. I dig it.
Yeah, I think we'll stick with those two for now.
Great, since I only asked for one. That's wonderful.
Bonus.
No, I love it. I love that you're thinking about this stuff. It's great. Cool.
When you go last, you have more time to think about it.
Yeah, dwell in the moment. Get the soup on the stove. Let it combine and mixify and flavorful. I'm just saying
This
words
is why
now.
I like being in the middle.
And I am Jared. I play everyone and everything else that is not the 5 PCs, 4 of whom you were introduced to. Our friend Matt plays Spoot, the Turtle Cleric, who will be shadowy and indistinct for the evening.
Which is unfortunate because we could really use him.
Yes. Yes, he might have insights onto one of the directions you all might have to choose. We'll see how that goes. So, without further ado, let's dive into last time on Nuuli Forged.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. I feel like we need we should have like an epic music thing. I should talk to my friend sound composers about that. All right. Last time on Nuuli Forged, the party arrived in Sewell thanks to Nereus's teleportation circle and were brought to the town proper for some rest and recouping from the sun ruins where they materialized. While in town, Nereus reconnected with Parch, who was very happy to see that he had joined up with the others. The others' fame is growing, and Parch feels particularly proud because he helped bring them together in the first place, at least in his mind. So the party rested and identified the crown taken from Bodo, which was revealed to be a crown of concentration, granting the user the ability to concentrate on 2 spells at once per day, once per long rest. And the Gauntlet of Valruga, which increases a character's unarmed attacks to unparalleled abilities. Both very powerful items. While the others rested the next day and recouped a bit, Nereus and Defect flew to Mendirian, a city that is currently in the process of being built at the northern tip of Triangle Bay. There, they went book shopping for some poetry and encountered a strange figure that Defect had only seen once before. Many months ago, when Adis first touched a wayfinding runestone and it exploded and spewed forth 2 fey creatures. They originally left without incident, but now one of them was standing before Defect and introduced itself as Eben, and inquired after Adis. However, when told he was no longer with the group, he vanished into the shadows. The duo then went to a local inn where The duo then went to a local inn where the bartender reportedly held a prophecy, but would only tell it if she was impressed. The pair tried to impress her via tales of exploits, poetry recitation, magical showmanship, and boasting. But none seemed to do the job. Giving up, they went to bed and left early in the morning to fly back to Seoul to rejoin their friends. And arriving towards sundown, with all of your, or whatever spell slots and sorcery points spent, Nereus, you and Defect do return to the inn in Seoul, which is the Sunny Tankard, where the rest of the party has been recuperating throughout the day in the hospitality of the owners Herbert and his half-elf wine wife, Lom, who is a bit older than her husband, but they seem to be very much in love and living their best dreams of being innkeepers. Before we dive into it, Greg and Olive, you have been resting throughout the day, but you feel yourselves like there's something different about yourselves this evening. I would like both of you to check your character sheets under feats, and you might find something new and exciting there.
Ooh.
Bet I have to take a long rest first.
You can the two of you can apply a long rest to your character sheet if you have not already,
Awesome. I will do that.
because you definitely had.
I am doing
had
that.
one.
I
Yeah, a
also
couple
don't see
days.
anything under feats. I still have Orcish Fury and Tough, but that's it.
Go try refreshing the page. You'll have to reload it.
Okay.
Sorry, this is me reading.
Yeah. Go ahead and read it for the crowd, Greg.
Oh, read it for the crowd.
Ooh.
All right. Good idea, bad idea. Feat special. You may choose to use this feature to create a magical item in much shorter time than normal. If you create a magical item with a common or uncommon rarity, you can create it in 1/8 the amount of time it would normally take. However, when you do this, the item automatically gains a minor detrimental property, as described in the DMG at random, determined by the DM. Shortcuts come with a price.
Uh-huh.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Yep.
So I could
I-
make something, like
Yep.
for real, not just temporary make.
Yeah, well, as an artificer, you already can make magical items in a
Yeah.
quarter of the time. This is an even faster shortcut, but it's got a price.
Got it.
And Olive, what have you discovered?
Olive has found a feat called Barnyard Brethren. We have a long history of being friendly with farm animals. Sounds a little sketchier than it really is. When you take the time to interact with domesticated livestock, such as sheep, horses, and cows, you may make any skill checks at advantage, provided the creature can understand you, such as with Speak with Animals spell.
Yeah. So everyone has gotten a little bit of a update, much like Spoot earned a while back with his Know the Truth feature. Now you all have something a little bit special.
Thank you, Dungeon Master.
Hey, you earned it. You did the work.
Guess I'm gonna have to make items now.
Hey, that is up to you.
Oh dear.
Guess I'm going to have to talk to more sheep.
I know we're having some
Oh.
camera sadness from Tanner.
You were gonna do that.
Yeah, I'm
anyway.
trying.
I was going to do that
Yep.
anyway.
Let's be real. No sheep is safe.
Hey, all right.
Oh,
Here we go.
Tanner has been replaced by a hot pink square.
There we go.
And that's
Oh,
fine.
There he
back.
is.
I like a hot pink square.
Who doesn't? So we pick up with Nereus and Defect walking into the tavern around dusk.
At the end of the previous day's broisode.
Yes, it was indeed quite the bro trip.
But we didn't really get into any shenanigans, you know,
This time.
Surprisingly not.
this time.
You almost did when you were talking about starting a bar fight.
I mean, listen, that bard was talking smack.
No, he definitely was.
Apparently,
Oh,
neither
no.
of you are impressive enough. So
I mean, I could have cast Fireball inside of the bar, but I didn't think that'd be very,
that is not a good way to make friends.
I mean,
right.
why not? It's really impressive. But then people
Yep.
will, yeah, okay, never mind. I thought about it for a second.
That bard, though, was talking some Bodo level smack, so I was about to give him smack.
That's right. Don't put up with that nonsense.
Definitely not.
So you two have returned after your Brosode escapades. You walk in to the Sunny Tankard and find your friends relaxing on this autumn day, this early autumn day, down here in Sewell. Where do they find you? Are you at the bar? Are you at a table? Are you in front of the fireplace? This particular inn, this tavern, sits on the top of a beach-like cliff with the beach like 20 feet or so down. So one side, the bar is off on one side of the main tavern room. And then on the beach side, there's like a little veranda kind of porch. It's not less of a veranda, more of a porch. But yeah,
Olive is definitely chilling on the porch with her tankard.
very cool. You all find one another in the tavern in the main area on the porch. What do you do?
I'm gonna put down this giant book because it's really heavy for my noodle arms.
Yep.
Like, is it light reading, Nereus?
By the way, if you had maximum hit point reduction after you completed a long rest, that effect is gone.
Oh, good.
But
Yeah, it came back.
But if you had, like Olive did, a strength score reduction, that effect still lingers.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh,
hey.
talk about noodle arms now, huh?
Extra noodly.
I
That's a
think
good
even
phrasing.
with my Olive strength reduction, she's still stronger than me.
Yeah,
It's a -2 to the overall strength score, right? Not a -2 to the modifier.
it is a -4 to the strength score, a -2 to the modifier.
Okay, cool.
Because each time you failed it twice. So it was a -2 to strength score each time.
Okay.
Woof.
So you are down to a -1 strength. Or no.
Oh,
No, at
No,
zero.
you're down to a
At
zero strength. A 0 strength.
oh yeah, you're still stronger
Yeah.
than me.
Yeah, because I was at +2.
Yeah. Yep.
+2 is my base, so 0. Okay, great.
Yep. So your hit points are back, but the other effect lingers, and you're feeling it. So relaxing on the porch, not the worst idea.
This tankard is mighty heavy.
Heavy pours here. Heavy pours.
But if you drink some, you'll get lighter.
It's
This is true.
But your feet will become heavier. I'm assuming Greg is near Olive.
Yeah, we were, chatting and gobbling.
I
What are you guys talking about?
slammed the book down. Greg, have you
Goblin
been able
things?
to make heads or tails of that spell book?
Have I been able to make head or tails of that spell book? I mean, I see that it spells. I don't know if I can use them though. I gotta figure that part out.
Okay. Was that the dog?
Yes. He has a cone on, so also that's what that weird shaking sound was.
Hey, Joe, good puppies.
All right.
But yeah, I tried to take a look at it, and it looked like magic.
I mean, it's definitely magic. I just don't know if it's like stuff I can do. I mean, like, can you do it?
I mean, maybe it'll look like a bit gibberish. Maybe we can, if you have your friend Fluxus or know of any other wizards. Maybe they could try to decipher it.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably a good idea. I can keep looking at it. I'll figure it out at some point. That's how it usually works. I'll just keep staring at it and mess with it, and then I'll figure it out.
Well, what language is it in? Do we need to get it translated?
No, it's in.
Right,
Looks
yeah, I mean,
like
that's a
a
DM
normal
question.
language. It just looks like code.
Well, it is written in a combination of like arcane runes that are encoded. So if you don't understand arcane runes, then you can't make too much sense of the book.
Unless you're a wizard.
Yeah, if you were
Exactly.
trained to do so, you'd probably be able to understand quite a bit more.
Where's Spoot? I got him this giant book.
What's the book?
Not
I'll look
the
at it.
Cone of Shame.
It is.
Mhm.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh, pumpkins. I picked it up at the bookshop when I took defects to look for some dark abysmal poetry, but it seems to be at least a more current atlas of the current continent, along with some
Ooh,
back history.
That's
Very heavy.
I want to look.
Sure.
Seems useful.
I know Spook likes knowledge and maps and shit, so I figured this could also help us.
Yeah, I don't know. He's been locked up in his room. I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, he felt
he's been in his
pretty
shell
tired.
ignoring everybody.
Yeah, he feels pretty tired, just like Olive does.
Nereus is gonna push the book kind of towards Greg, but like struggle a little bit.
I'm gonna help Nereus push the book.
Just have me carrying that thing all day.
It's just a book. It's not like a massive tome.
It's made of lead.
I was assuming it would be a like turtle sized tome.
No, the tome you procured in Barteria is much larger and is about 2 feet by like 18 inches wide when it's closed.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Yeah, it's a big one.
Oh, by the way, Greg, I need that tome to send to Yarrow. Did you finish looking at it?
I mean, yeah, I guess. Yeah, sure. I would have done that during the day. What did I learn, DM?
It was a history or daily. It was like a daily journal, daily thoughts from a. Sorry, let me look here because you're asking really good questions that I have answers to, and
Somewhere.
I remember, like, yeah, we sort of thought it was just a guy's journal, but I probably would have just read all of it.
yes,
so.
yeah, it is the Chronicles of Gruz. Gruz was a high up official in the Goblinoid Empire of Tenktuk.
Right.
Yeah, in pre-breaking times. It's written in Goblin. It deals a lot with daily, like day-to-day kind of stuff. Like tomorrow we have this meeting about this thing. The Artificers Guild is acting up again. We really need to cut down on their black powder allowance.
Right.
The Razorback Druid sect is arguing for more owlbear enclosures. You know, just stuff like that.
Cool.
It is interesting, and it does give insight into the daily life of what the Empire of Tenktuk was like, which seemed to be, while a little energetic, a little wild maybe, still very much like a civilized society. Like they had high levels of magic, they had diplomatic relations with every other power at the time almost. Dwarves, elves, Orcish clans and Orcish cities, various human empires.
Gotcha.
Greg's favorite.
Yeah. Well, Grig is gonna
They
like
were
just
they
go
were
into
they
the
were
history
a
lesson.
significant player in the politics of the time, from what you can make out.
Cool.
You know that your father would be down and really like this book. Like, it's the kind of stuff he would use to like promote his idea of not goblin superiority, but goblin importance, as you know he is wont to do. Because he likes to show that goblins are just as good as everybody else, sometimes by less than savory means.
Yeah, the one thing we have in common. That bastard. Such a jerk.
Got it from somewhere.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm just cuter. No, I'm not. I'm hideous looking. It's great. Yeah, so I imagine Greg has gone into just this diatribe about the historic nature of the book and the politics and the begats and, you know, like recitation of some of those things. And continuing with the words. You mean you want to send it someplace? I guess I could, here, maybe Spoot will copy it.
I mean, it is a big journal, like, or a very large tome, and would take months to copy everything.
Gotcha. When do you need this to be by, Ladyface?
As soon as possible.
Oh. Do you think she's gonna break it or gonna keep it?
Do you think what?
I mean, like, is she gonna, like, tear it up and burn it? Or is she, like, gonna look at it and see how cool it is?
I mean, she might look at it, but she's, using it to pay off a debt.
What? But what if we never see it again?
I mean, if it's going to Winton to pay off a debt, probably within Winton, who would want goblin history?
No, man, did I just do my dad a favor?
Possibly.
Fuck.
Maybe you should put a little note somewhere hidden in it that he will find it.
No, I would rather he not know ever again that I participated in anything that benefits him ever again.
Sarah?
Do you not remember that he tried to kill you all?
I do remember.
Your rifling was picked up.
Yeah, we can hear your rifling.
Sorry.
Rifle.
Sorry.
Not a rogue.
That's what a nat one on sleight of hand sounds like. I mean, I don't have to send it today or tomorrow. I would like to send it soon.
Sure. How do you even send a book? That's like not a thing. Do you have to? Because it's big.
No. Catton gave me these pieces of paper, and when I put something on top of them, they just all vanish.
What? Why didn't we stand on them?
Because I don't want to go to Winton, and it's a one-use little slip of paper.
Oh, I guess that's...
Nobody wants to go back to Winton.
I mean, that's fair.
It's also will only do so much of a thing. It is not as powerful as the teleportation circle. It is a much weaker version.
Sure. I mean, okay, I guess just give me another day. I'm going to take some notes this time, because I just have been reading it. And I guess I have it mostly memorized, but Spoot writes things down, and that seems useful. So I'm going to write some stuff down.
Okay.
I guess I have to buy paper then.
I'm sure they have paper in town. This place isn't that barbaric.
Oh, it's a nice little beach town.
Yeah, I'll go buy a notebook and give me another day or so and I'll write some notes, copy down the things that were most interesting.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Something else happened. Remember that thing Adis did and we were like, "Wow, this is going to bite us in the ass one day."
Ada said a lot of
Which
things.
one?
The thing that exploded, the time we let in something from another realm, the other time we
That-
let in something from another realm.
Probably the first one,
When
or
we let
was
the
it the second
werefreak
one?
go. When he bought that mushroom liquor.
So remember that
Ada
time?
sounds like a fun person.
I mean, he was a stupid human. He grew on you.
Much like the mushroom liquor.
That time he touched the rock, and 2 shady-looking characters came out.
Oh yeah, that was
Yeah,
that.
uh-huh. Yeah.
Guess
Who
who
made him
showed
stop
up?
touching rocks?
Wait,
Shady
really?
looking characters from the rock?
Yeah, and we ran into each other at Mandarian. Well, just one of them. The other one was being shadowy and indistinct.
Which
And
one? And what did they
he
say?
said, well, one, stupid name, Eben. And 2, he's looking for Adis. He says he wants to go home.
That seems like it might go poorly for him.
Well, don't worry. I was very deceptive around him. I lured him away from Adis, but we should get Spoot to, brain talk with Adis and warn him of impending danger.
The brain talk.
Do you think he wants to go home like, I'll kill you unless you can take me home?
He was very vague in his meaning of wanting to go home.
Where is his home?
I
He didn't
mean,
say.
Plane of existence. Yeah, he was vague about that. Other than
Adis
mentioning
had
that.
this thing. I mean, Adis had this thing. He would just like doorways, different places.
Not necessarily the same place or places he chose.
Yeah.
Sounds interesting.
Not once did he open one of those doorways and anything good happened.
True. Very true.
And yeah, he kept
By
on
the time we
doing
got
it.
really cold.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I started traveling with you all and died. So
Yeah. I've died a couple
Better.
times now. I mean, I guess just once.
You got better.
I did
And
get
stronger.
better. I'm just saying, sometimes it seems like it's not fun, but sometimes it works out in some weird way.
I don't think this is one of those times.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
I mean, it's a big continent. Maybe we can just keep avoiding this guy.
I'm sure that'll work.
I'm not.
I was being
But-
sarcastic, but
Oh.
yes.
Lol.
Well, we can either wait for Spoot to come out of his shell and send a message, or we could write a note and send it through a portal, which seems like a ridiculous use of that, but
yeah,
we haven't used it in weeks, so...
I mean, I could also, if anything, get us back here for tomorrow morning if we plan to go, because I still need to go to the swamps.
Boot swamps?
Maybe? I mean, I have to go to the Osmag swamps to look for another item for Yarrow,
Oh.
and then I'll be
Yeah.
debt free.
Yeah, there's something in Osmag we wanted, isn't there?
There was, yes. It is such a thing.
The crown of the fallen Imperials in the fallen city of Osmag.
That's a thing.
That's a thing on our list. From
That is
what's
a
his
thing.
And I need the scepter of the Dragonborn in the Osmag swamps.
Those both sound very epic.
They
It's gonna
do.
be guarded by some magical creatures or something. This will be fun.
They also kind of sound like they, might be together.
Could be.
Crown, scepter. I feel like those are,
Well, that's fair.
things
I
that
mean,
go
you know.
together.
You gotta accessorize.
Yeah.
So then we should go.
I guess so. But that might
I
be a
know.
bit of a trip, so I don't know. If you don't want to waste your portal, I mean, I've never seen Fayharbor.
I'm pretty sure there's not a teleport circle there.
You said you had the sword thingy.
Yes, I
can
do.
get
I
us,
have the sword thingy. We
and I
can
can
go to
get-
Fayharbor.
and I can get us back here.
Okay.
Not
Wait,
today.
why are we going to Fayharbor? I thought we were going to the swamp.
If you wanted to let your
Warren
friend know.
Adis.
Oh. We're gonna go visit
Didn't realize we were
Adis?
doing it in person. I guess we could.
I'm
We
just
could.
saying I could get us back here. It's not that hard.
I mean, sure. I guess we bought a house, and we've still never been there.
You bought
It's
a
true.
house.
We've never seen a house. We do have a house that we've not seen since we bought it. I mean, we saw it the last time we trashed it, but
Yeah.
Trashed it
Yeah.
and then bought it.
yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah.
It belonged to someone else when we trashed it.
Bodo's boss,
Oh.
Who was
Okay.
a mist.
right? That's the one we bought.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
yeah, we
if
haven't been there in a while.
they're owned by Bodo, fine by me if you trashed it.
I mean, yeah, and now it's supposedly nice. I guess we should go there, huh? I've never had a home. I mean, I've had a hole, but not a home.
I mean, it had a cave, but I don't think it's the same thing. Also, in theory, we have a lot of money there. If anyone is feeling short of funds.
Ha ha.
That's true.
I mean, I have no money. You all pay
Yep.
for my living.
Yeah, I have your silver, actually. It's mine now.
Fair.
Yeah, somewhere I wrote down how much money we have there, but it's a lot.
Let's see.
Oh,
in
I
the bank,
definitely.
57,002 gold pieces.
And two.
57,000
Very important
two.
too.
I'll
and 5 silver pieces.
I'll take that too.
I wrote
Two-
down 13,000 gold. I think that was per person.
That's your individual.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
we have party funds in addition.
So you yourself have the 13,000, and the party itself has the 57 and a house.
Yes. Yeah.
Which, oh my god. Between what's in my notes as my like money in the bank and what's on my character sheet, this is crazy.
Yeah, you all have a lot of money. You
I
just
got
haven't
accurate.
accessed it yet.
Right.
Accurate. I used some of it to buy new armor.
Wait, and then is this joint class? I still have the joint cash thing countdown. Is that in addition to what's in the bank, guys?
I think so.
Because the bank
yeah.
episode happened without me.
Yes.
The what?
Yeah.
The joint cash is what you have been using as you've been
So
traveling.
you have on your person.
We have so much money.
Oh, Greg, by the way,
Yeah.
I spent 9 silver pieces for the room and food here.
Got it.
Cool. But Bodo had 120 silver pieces.
Oh god, I have to add to this too.
Hold on,
Okay.
I'm not done.
Wait, I have to do the math as we go, dude boy. Minus 9. Okay. And now what am I adding?
120.
120 silver.
It's 2048. I missed that game.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
20 platinum.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. This is absurd.
And then you have his spell book, the crown, the gauntlets. He had a component pouch.
Okay.
And then Greg has 2 gold rings.
Is there anything cool in the component pouch?
No, it's like instead of an arcane focus, he used a component pouch. So it's just like
Okay. Stuff.
The generic stuff.
bat guano,
2
a pinch of sulfur.
rings.
Yep.
Okay, wow. We got a
So
lot of stuff.
Greg has 2 more gold rings to add to their bling.
Bling.
To
Does
add
Greg
to
have
your
I guess
fingers
I should
left?
like make them magical, huh? This is a skill that I need to explore. If only Amber was any good at retaining things like magical item information.
Well, ring of spell storing.
I got one of those. I can make one of those with my making thing. My infusions.
Yep.
Well, you have 2 gold rings.
Which, to clarify, the infusions are different than actually like crafting a magical item.
Right. Right. Yeah. That's an item that I do know. One of the this many.
Yeah.
The list is too big. Yeah, I'm gonna have to deep dive. And I guess I should make some stuff. This is cool. We have a little time, right? I'm gonna make something.
Yeah, of course. But did you all want to go to Fayharbor tonight? Did you want to go to Fayharbor at all? Did you want to go in the morning?
Let's go. Why not? I guess we could just go
Why
fast.
not?
Although,
If
should
we
we
go-
like warn? Do we need to tell Spoot? And also, do we need to warn? Aren't we showing up in Sada's office?
We can come back here in the morning. We'll pick up Spoot on the way.
I mean, we should probably take Spoot with us.
We can ask.
Yeah.
Maybe you want to
Also,
stay here by the
Spoot's the
sea.
only
love
one
to
who
come.
can tell them that we're coming. I mean, normally I wouldn't mind just showing up in Sada Malloy's office, but I think that probably we should not.
Okay.
Is it still
I think
Sada's
last
office?
time we
and
did
not-
that, he asked us to not.
Greg, why don't you go ask? Why don't you go ask him then?
Cool. Hey, Spoot. Will you send
No,
a sending to
no.
Adis and Sada? Hello.
Spoot will send Spoot will send a message indicating to Adis that you are intending to show up.
Come for a visit.
And Adis replies that he has picked up the blood vial from Sada's office and it now resides at Fayharbor Manor.
Great.
Which is a placeholder name until you decide what to call the house.
Misfit Mansion.
And-
Me.
Wow.
Yes, Amber.
The blood vial now resides at Misfit Mansion. Or Misfit Manor, whatever you said.
Mansion. You gotta have mansion. Come on.
Mansion.
Mhm.
Manor is
Mansion.
so stuffy. Mansion is like weird and silly and gratuitous.
No worries.
It also sounds more eccentric.
Exactly.
It does
does,
sound more
yeah.
eccentric.
Absolutely.
Cool. I guess that's what we're doing then. Let's go. Let's go visit our house that we've never been to.
Should we be concerned about Paduke being left behind while we're messaging people?
Well, maybe that's what Spoot's doing. Maybe Spoot's talking to Paduke.
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, you all can. I guess worry about that. We can leave Spoot to talking to Paduke and figure that out later.
Yeah, cool. The Spoot doesn't want to go. And then if he gets in trouble, he'll message us. We'll be back tomorrow, Spoot.
I mean, I can locate Paduke, but I don't think that's going to do us any good without knowing what's going on.
Well, I think it's like a limited range too.
It is a limited range, but it's like
Mhm.
50 miles.
Yeah, we'd have to go back to Bateria. That was not a good idea.
No. All around a terrible
Uh,
idea.
Yeah, I mean, Paduke's a tough kid. He'll take care of himself. It'll be fine.
Also, he's small and invisible.
Yeah,
he's good at making friends.
I have faith he'll be okay.
Yeah. I'm sure he's fine. Very good. All right, I will pull out the latch blade then. And, think about the vial of blood that's apparently now in Misfit Mansion, and open up the portal
Cool.
in our rooms, not out on the porch.
Why not? We have a mansion. We gotta act like it.
Yeah, for real.
You all have a mansion.
Because it will stay open for a minute for anyone who's strolling by wants to come through it.
That'd be unfortunate for them.
Indeed.
So I'll go back to a private room and use the latch blade for the first time and open a portal.
It is the first time. Isn't
Yeah.
it?
Very cool. Great. I'm having trouble finding the staff information. If you want to check on that for me, Tanner.
The what?
The house staff information.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I have it written down somewhere.
I'm just having trouble finding it. I know I have it
Yeah, we have staff, don't we?
too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
let's
wait.
see.
Just check our direct messages. That way.
Oh yeah, it's probably in there.
Gonna have to do some scrolling.
Yeah.
Great. So Olive, you, pardon me, use the latch blade to cut open a portal, a 10-foot wide doorway in space and time that will stay open for 1 minute in this. I'm assuming you went to like your room to do this, and you're not doing it in the middle of the tavern.
Yes, I did say that. I did say we would go to a private
Great,
room
cool.
and open it up.
I thought so.
And not do it on the porch of the tavern where random passersby could follow.
Yes.
And it's a 5-foot portal, so I think Defect will have to duck.
Yeah. Well, he fits in. It's fine. Fantastic.
All right, everyone through. We got a minute.
Yeah. You hop on through. And yeah. So you arrive in a, I guess, let's see, Tanner, where do you think Adis would keep the blood vial? Having moved it to the manor.
Cabinet, aren't we?
Do you have oh shit, what did I just do? Wait, do we still have the map of Tower Manor?
Yes, I do.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, can you pull that up? Just because I don't have that in any of our messages.
Okay, yeah. It is pinned to the Discord.
Ah.
Which
Not in
one?
Roll20.
It is pinned to the Discord. I also have it in Roll20. But it is in the Discord in I believe character discussions. Yeah.
Okay,
It's
I see it.
pinned right in character discussions.
Um,
And if you look, Tanner, you will also see nope, never mind. In the direct messages between you and myself, there's also the layout for the
guest house.
the barn that you and that Adis and Kaelin have repurposed into their home on the grounds.
Oh, they don't live in the manor?
They do not. They opted to use their part of the money or part of their fortune, or Adis's fortune, to revamp the stables that were on the grounds into their own little dwelling
Much
area.
stuff.
Yeah, they have their own little bungalow off to the side. But you don't know that yet. So, Tanner, where do you think Adis would keep this blood vial?
We're totally all locked in a cabinet, aren't we?
Yes, I would say. I don't know, storage attic or cellar.
Okay.
I would say maybe the cellar, just because since it stays open for a minute, something else might come through, and that would kind of be the least destructive place.
Yeah, I dig that.
Maybe.
Yeah, I totally buy all of that.
In character discussions, I'm gonna repost the stuff.
Yeah. Totally cool. So, you open this portal, Olive, and you discover. You see on the other side of the portal a stone cellar. It's pretty bare. You see a few crates and a few barrels down there, but it's mostly open and empty. You have never seen this part of the manor before, so you don't actually know too much about it.
I have this image of us appearing into a dark cellar and all like stepping on each other and going, ow, oh, ow, where are we? I don't know.
Yeah,
Tripping
absolutely.
over wine racks.
Stupid human.
Yeah, it is.
I know.
It,
Tripping over wine kegs.
It would be lit.
Ah,
there is a single lantern that is glowing, like a very low glow, but it's enough to see. So you all appear in this cellar down here, and there are stairs that lead up that you can see.
Up we go.
Go up the stairs.
It's our house.
Yeah.
Hello.
anybody home?
Where is my butler?
Yeah.
Do you have
So
a butler? I forget.
immediately upon your like noise, as
do have a
as you're
butler.
climbing the stair, the door opens for you, and standing there, you see a man in like a very well fitted suit, kind of longer, like stylish hair on top, shaved sides, skin like granite, and a nice beard. And he looks at you and
Shit.
says, "Ah, greetings. You must be the Master's Misfits.
I can shadow that. Master Misfits.
Master Atis and Master Kalen have made you well known to us, so that we would be aware when you arrived, which could be at any time. Allow me to introduce
Here
myself.
we are.
I am Sebastian Raposa. I am the butler and head of the household here at Misfit Mansion. Welcome, Master Defect, Mistress Olive, Messer Grigg. It is a pleasure to finally meet you, and I'm sorry I don't know your companion's identity.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, this is Nereus.
that's Nereus.
Master Nereus, welcome to Misfit Mansion.
No, he's just Nereus. No master for him.
Very well. Mr. Nereus, welcome to Misfit Mansion.
Thank you.
I can see that Master Atis was quite correct in insisting on the name. Please, do come in. Kepi is currently just keeping the fires warm, but I can have her whip something up if you would so like.
I
think
mean,
we're fine.
sure.
Oh,
What?
apparently,
I mean, why not? I don't know. Do you live here?
I do
What?
I do not reside in the manor, but I do attend it during the day.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Cool.
curious. What's a kepi?
She's the cook.
She's the cook. Allow me to introduce. And he just kind of like whistles, and you hear footsteps coming and running, and out of the kitchen area, into like the main dining room, which is kind of where the basement lets out into the main like foyer.
I was gonna say we're not still standing in the basement, are we?
No. Out of the kitchen area, the pantry, comes a short halfling female with like bright red hair and dark skin, wearing like a green cook's outfit with a big white apron. She's got a big fluffy hat on her head. She comes out. "Oh, welcome, Holmes. You must be the masters and mistresses. Welcome to Misfit Manor. I'm Kepi Underknoll. I'm your cook. It's a joy to meet you at last. Can I get you something? You need a little bit of snack? I have some tea cakes on the stove."
That
Ooh,
sounds good.
snack.
I like
Cake
cake.
sounds delicious.
You smell
Absolutely.
good.
Would you like tea as well?
Sure.
Clearly,
you
if we're
have
going to have
sugar?
tea cakes. We
Very
should
good.
have tea.
I'll be right up with it. Just a moment now, and she scampers away.
Whoa.
She looks fairly older for a halfling, but not like old, but more mature. She's around, happy little ball of sunshine. Coming down the stairs with a like feather duster in her hand comes a human female, early 40s, typical like a maid bun like on the back of her hair, and like a shawl. She's like, comes down. Welcome home, everyone. My name is Molly Bunton. It's a joy to meet you. Sorry, I've just been cleaning up your rooms and keeping everything just so.
Nice of you.
Sure. I mean, I don't know what "so" means, but sure. Thanks. Yeah, this is
Just
cool.
keeping the dust out of the way and making sure the cobwebs are swept away. Got to keep everything clean. A clean house is a happy house, love.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure.
So, is there a guest room we can prepare for Nereus?
Absolutely. I'll just zip through on the ground floor here and get it set up straight away. And she goes into, opens the door not too far away from you all and goes in, and you can hear her kind of like humming and whistling to herself and you hear a whoop of like bed sheets.
Whoop.
Oh, not me right next to the kitchen. Oh, that's
I
dangerous.
heard the sound.
Yep.
Whoop.
Yeah, who's going for a midnight snack?
Kepi would love it.
You'll just find Nereus like fist deep in a bag of shredded cheese.
I was for a second I was worried where that was going to go. Next, the front door opens and two older human men kind of walk in. One has a big bushy beard and like stark white hair. The other is like more like a wrinkled face, clean shaven, and wisps of like hair that remains. The bearded man kind of walks in and kind of with a genteel smile. Hi, are you all the owners?
We
yes.
are.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name's Sherman Catterfall. I'm your gardener.
Oh, hi.
Oh, excellent. I would like to meet the trees when you have a moment.
Absolutely, ma'am. I'll give you a proper introduction all the way along.
Wait, this is the gardener? Yes.
He looks to be in his like late 50s. And the man next to him kind of like,
Oh.
I'm Griff Takeo. I'm your groundskeeper. Nice to meet you.
Hi. Wait, why do you
Nice
have a gardener
to
and a
meet you.
groundskeeper? Are they different?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
I maintain the lawn. Sherman takes care of the plants.
It sounds like he gets this question a lot.
I guess, yeah, probably.
Everyone
probably
knows
do.
that
Yes.
lawns are not plants.
Look, it's a big lawn. Gonna take a lot to keep it up proper, all right?
Sure.
Just make sure
I
the
like-
kids get off the lawn.
I like how Griff's picture is of Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
Yes, well, you know.
Yeah, that was a demand of my boyfriend when he helped me pick out the groundskeeper.
He's also described as humorless. So
Yeah, he does not seem to impressed with you all. He's just like, I'm here to do a job.
Yeah, that's fine.
fair.
Ooh, let's see.
A couple other people also enter in after them. You see a human male in his early 20s, or in some part of his 20s. He's got a lithe build, leather armor. He's got a short sword at his hip. Walks in. He's like, nice to finally meet you. Allow me to introduce myself. Gregory Baldrick's the name. Sword play and defense is my game. Happy to be here on guard at Misfit Mansion. Y'all are great. and you see immediately next to him is a half elven female, looks to be in her 30s. She's like, oh yeah, he's happy to be anywhere that'll keep him around. Anyway, name's Lana Gertzen. It's a pleasure to finally meet you. We'll make sure that those who are on watch by the gates come in, and we'll spell them a bit to meet you.
Sure, yeah.
Excellent.
Good.
Yeah, you see she's got like a long sword on her hip and a shield across her back.
Nice.
Kind of pushing through the doorway next, you see this massive Goliath with all these tattoos, wearing just like an open shirt with like fur lining, an open vest. Like, hi, my name's Grieve. Heard about you lot. Don't worry, I'll take care of any intruders before anyone knows what's what. That's my job. I'm Grieve.
There
Nice
are
to
a
meet
lot
you,
of you.
Grieve.
I mean, there's a lot to you, but there's also a lot of you.
Well, yeah, there's a couple of shifts normally. This just happens to be payday, so everybody comes in.
Oh,
Well,
all right, we pay
chosen
you.
a good
huh?
day. Chosen a good day to come and do the meet and greet then.
I guess
How
so.
much do we pay you?
Well, and
Brig.
he kind of looks around, and Sebastian pipes up. We can go over that if you would like, Messer Grig, but they get paid admirably for their work, and they are quite skilled.
Cool.
Excellent.
Master Adis has determined their salaries.
Ah.
But if you all as a group would like to change that, it can be discussed, but we may lose our friends here. I would suggest we table this discussion.
What? No, I just want to know. Where is Adis, by the way?
Master Adis and Master Kalen said that they would be gone for a few days investigating some leads on a project they are pursuing.
What project?
They have not discussed the details of the project with me. They said to take care of the house in the event that you would return. They left but 2 days ago.
Ah.
But Master Relgan and Rendy are both here, residing in the
Randy.
barn.
Ugh, that punk. Well, let's go say hi to Relgan at least.
The barn? Why are we keeping our friends in the barn?
Masters Adis and Kalen have refitted and repurposed the barn to be their bungalow. So it is actually quite homey.
Oh, neat.
Yes, they prefer
Let's go there.
prefer their privacy, and as such, it is. We are not asked to keep it up for them. So
Sure. That makes sense.
yes, and he looks over to Lana. Lana, if you would mind spelling the others for a moment, and ask them to meet us at the Master Adis's bungalow. I will introduce them to their employers. Yeah, sure. Good to be working for you. And she like turns around
Bye.
and kind of saunters out with her hips, like her hips move a lot. Grieve kind of just bungles out of there like.
Bye.
And Gregory flashes a quick smile and a little tip of his little bandana that he wears. And, yeah. That is... Ooh, hello. That is what you see as you are led by Mr. Raposa out towards or the bungalow where Adis and Kalen live. It's not a far walk from the house, maybe about 5 minutes or so. But it is set back. There are trees kind of flanking it and a lot of plants Outside of that, yeah, it seems like either Kalen, who you know to be a bit of a green thumb, he likes to keep plants around, or maybe Sherman or a combination thereof, have worked to make it quite homey. There seem to be vines like growing over it on lattices and like flowering plants and shrubs and just like greenery. It's almost as if like they have built a forest around the bungalow. But Sebastian knocks on the door and you hear a bit of shuffling after a few minutes, and the door opens and you see a familiar form of Relgan Hertag, the glass man, who does not speak.
He can hear, though? He could hear us knocking on the door?
No,
I go up
actually,
and I say the like whatever I remember into his hand.
yeah. So you tap
Yeah.
hello. It's Greg into his hand, and he smiles and taps back. Ah, welcome. And then you all see the little scorpion on his shoulder, and hear in your minds, "Oh, welcome home, everybody." Certainly,
Hi,
it's,
Randy.
it's great to see you all again. Adis and Kalen have really done up the place right. It's fantastic here. It's amazing. Relgan and I have been quite the duo. We're best buds. And
That's because you're the only one who can
and you see Relgan's head just kind of turn a little bit, and then just turn back. No, but really, welcome. It's nice to see you all. Oh, and you have a new friend. And you hear this
All right.
in your head. Nearest, he's like, welcome. I'm Rendy Carvaval, and this is Relgan Hertag. He's the glass guy. I'm the scorpion.
It's nice to meet you. I've never been talked to by a scorpion before.
Oh, not many
Get over
folks
it real
have.
fast.
But, make the best of it. Always good for a new situation. It's a lot nicer here than where I used to be.
Oh, of course. I would imagine so.
Yes. But I'm sure that you all probably are looking for Adis and Kalen. But they're out of town. They left a couple days ago to follow some leads. I think Adis might have found something about his folks, or I guess their folk.
Ah,
I mean, do you know where they went?
No, we don't. Well, at least I don't. Relgan, do you know? And you see Relgan shake his head after Rendy poses the question of where they went.
Huh. Interesting. Have you had any other visitors lately?
Nobody of note.
Okay. That's fine. That's all. Just asking.
Is there someone we should be looking out for? You got guards.
Nope.
You should tell them.
Nah, we're fine.
Well, I mean, that's what the guards are for.
Yep.
just figured, we'd check in and see if, maybe someone we liked had stopped by.
Oh, I mean,
You all have people you like?
I mean, most of them travel with me, to be fair.
Friends around here. My town is just down the way.
Oh,
We could
yeah,
take a
all of
side
us
trip.
Friends. Another side trip.
Take a side trip to Southbrook and see how they're doing being burnt to the ground.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm gonna just practice my tapping speech. I don't know if I would have been practiced this whole time or if I still only know like directions and hello or whatever, but
yeah, you're a little rusty, and you didn't get that much of an in-depth
yeah, I didn't.
trial to it anyway. But you're able to communicate like basics with him, and it seems that like Relgan appreciates it, as he always did. He never had any. He was always happy to like just talk to someone, and you get the feeling that that is true even now.
Gotcha.
Talk to someone that isn't renting.
Isn't a scorpion?
Obnoxious. Cool.
Yes. In fact, let's just take a little peek over. Well, let's finish up here. Pardon me. So you have this little chat with Rendy. He and Relgan don't know exactly where Adis is, or Kalen. He does say that Kalen doesn't usually go on like random excursions, so the fact that Kalen went probably means it was a good lead.
All right then. I'm going to hunt down that gardener and go on my tree tour. I want to meet all the trees.
Yeah. As you head out that way, you actually, Olive, everybody, see 3 figures approaching you.
Oh, hi.
Yeah.
All right, we have more guards to meet.
Yeah, you see a tall, blue-skinned individual who looks like he's perpetually sweating. He's got long blue hair and a blue, like, Van Dyke, like, mustache, goatee thing. Big pointed ears that he's got pierced, and kind of an open shirt and collar, and you see, like, a bandolier that's got, like, daggers on it. And, like, leather armor and kind of, like, an open coat over that. You see a dragon-born individual, like yellowy brass scales, maybe, and like big honking plate armor, with a shield over his back and a long sword over his back. Big muscly dude, and also a half-orcish individual, who's got a mace on his hip, or on their hip. Their gender is unclear if they even prescribe to a gender, but they arrive, and the blue individual does a great bow. It is a pleasure to meet you all. Allow me to introduce myself and my co-workers and compatriots here. My name is Faccia Dama. I am one of your guard captains. This, pointing to the Dragonborn, is Sergio Bessax, to which Sergio nods and says, "Pleasure to be working with you." And, of course, our good friend Basha over here, to which the half-orc is just, "Hi."
Hi.
Hi.
Lovely to meet you all.
Absolutely it is. I can't tell you how much we've been waiting for it. Welcome indeed. I do hope you all are satisfied with your level of service.
So far, haven't given us anything to complain about.
And we hope never to.
Have you had to fight anybody? Has anybody come that was no good?
There have been a few looky-loos, but nothing more than that, really.
Well, it's a
Do you
big
ever
house.
go with Adis on any adventures when he's searching for his people?
No, our job is to guard the grounds, the mansion, the bungalow, the grounds. We keep out the riffraff. We are not go forth and adventure type folk. That is what you all do and what makes your fortunes.
I mean, sure,
story.
yes, that's true. Cool. Are you home alone a lot? I mean, like here.
Well, we work every couple of days. Yes, usually every there's 3 ships under normal circumstances, but everybody comes in on payday.
Sure.
You see, normally I work the evening shift with Basha. They and myself are quite well known, and Then the day shift is usually Grieve and Sergio, or sometimes Gregory. And Gregory and Lana kind of spell, so everybody gets time off during the week.
Cool. Interesting.
Good. That's important.
Sorry. I was doing so good, and then it came back. Yeah.
Interesting.
And yeah, they're happy to answer any questions you have. But if not, they quietly take their leave and go back to whatever it is that they are doing.
Cool.
Guarding, presumably.
Okay, bye. Right.
Should we tell them about the Yahoo from the portal?
Greg
We
is not
should.
sure about trusting, but I guess if Adis trusts them,
Yes.
Greg
No, we
is not sold
should.
on anybody except the
mean-
lady with the cake.
Greg
Yeah,
does not what?
which I have just shared with you the documents.
Yeah.
Your staff, which chat can take a look at. You've got Sebastian Raposa, your Earth Ganazi butler, Molly Bunting, your human housekeeper, Kepi Underknoll, your halfling cook, Sherman Catterfall, your human gardener, and Griff Takeo, your human groundskeeper.
Clint Eastwood.
He's a gruff old man,
But capable.
but quite capable. Wouldn't have got the job otherwise. And of course, your guard staff, Gregory Baldrick, Lana Gertson, Fachi Adama, Grieve, Sergio Basics, and Basha.
Nice.
Very good.
You
So,
have staff.
yep, you have a staff.
We're so fancy.
And one of them's making us tea cakes.
That's right. Everybody except the cake lady, still under scrutiny.
That sounds about right.
Yeah,
The
so,
cake lady's not a stupid human either.
no.
That's right.
So
Most
you
of them are.
you take your leave, and Sebastian shows you back to the manor and nods to you and goes to see about other preparations for your return. And you can find yourselves in the manor. Kepi does come out with some hot, fresh tea cakes and piping hot tea, which she gleefully serves under a barrage of kind of pleasant chitter-chatter. Oh, it's so nice to meet you all. Don't you know, every day Master Atis is... well, not every day. He's not very chatty. He and Master Caleb spend most of their time in the bungalow, of course, working on their projects. But they tell us quite a bit about you from time to time, and we've certainly heard a lot of your adventures, and very keen to be working for such well-known and famous people.
Greg just puffs up a little bit,
Yep.
noticeably glowing.
Yep. The tea cakes are, like, exquisite,
Worthiness.
by the way. They are delicate and crumbly and sweet.
Cake lady.
Yeah, they go very well with the tea that she has selected for the afternoon, or for the no, it's evening. Yeah.
As Greg puffs up at being told all this, I'm gonna just like prestidigitation some like sparkles that just start appearing.
Greg now glitters.
That's
Yeah.
right.
No,
Yeah.
it's the sparkle of being known,
Mhm.
fame.
Yeah. Anime style.
Mhm.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, the house is very well kept up. It's been repaired, reappointed, cleaned. It
No
is
bloodstains.
no. Any trace
Furniture
of the battle which took place here or the damage which was caused has been removed expertly.
Nice. At some point, Greg wants to go sneak back to the bungalow and like look in their office or whatever and try to find out what they've been doing and what they've found out, because Greg just has to know.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Sure, make a stealth check.
Yeah. Yeah.
Against our own guards that we're paying to keep it safe.
I mean, I only have to stealth for part of the way, right? 24.
You expertly go amongst the trees along the way to the bungalow without being seen at all. All of you are off on your tour of the trees with your gardener, who's happily talking about it.
I've brought my tea with me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
While I'm eating the trees.
Yeah, you've got a little tea cake, little teacup is all good. Greg, you can easily slip in through the bungalow door. It is unlocked, so it is not difficult to do. And you're searching the office,
Yeah, I'm trying to find where it would be that there might be notes or something, and I would rather not disturb Relgan and Rendy because I hate Rendy and can barely talk to Relgan, but he's kind of cool.
Yeah. So you enter, and through the front door, the first place you enter, you see a door across the way, which is open, and you sneak your head in there. And you see that Relgan is sitting just at the foot of the bed with the scorpion Rendy on his lap. Just sort of sitting there, and the scorpion you can see is clattering away at him.
Talking his ear off. Or mind off.
Yeah.
Right.
And so you sneak around. Around the corner you find a hearth with some chairs and a love seat fairly close to the fire, nestled amongst a bunch of plants. Looking out the window next to the fireplace. This seems to be where Adis and Kaelin spend a lot of their mushy stuff time together.
Greg's favorite.
Mm-hmm. Greg's favorite.
Continuing on, you come to a very large, open kitchen that has a table on it, or a table in it, and a big hearth and big windows. Seems to be just a normal kitchen at a quick glance. Then you find a little bathroom privy area that's got a big tub and a water basin in it. And then there is another door. Which is locked.
I unlock it, hopefully.
Yeah, make a thieves tool check.
Chicka. I forgot how to do this. There we go. Thieves tools.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with strength. Dex.
Thieves tool.
26.
Jam it in. Crush the door.
I know, right?
Uh,
Why did they give you a choice?
Yeah, expertly you undo the lock. It was not very difficult. And you enter
I'll make a dexterity saving throw.
you enter a large, comfortably appointed bedroom with a lot of plants. A big bed on one side, big open windows, a couple dressers and chests, and a desk and bookshelves. This seems to be a combo bedroom study area.
Cool. I go investigate the desk.
Make an investigation
Any
check.
26. That's my number today.
Yeah. You find quite a bit. You find a lot of information that Adis has apparently scribbled out of books from the library. What?
Bye, Tanner.
There he is.
Yeah. Sorry, I hit the wrong button.
No problem. Seems like it's a lot of copies and notes from books from the library with Seda. A lot of notes, mostly about accounts of various people who are rumored to be descendant of various Lycosian tribes. and a few leads on where those people might be. More recently, you also find some discussion about the astral plane and looking into the nature of what that is. And there's a big circle around a part of it that says, a big circle around a note that says, "People don't age. There is no time." And it's like got a big circle around it. And rifling through these pages, you turn a page and there's a note written in a hand that is not Adis's. You realize immediately it must be Kaylin's because there's a big note. It says, "Adis, if you've found this note, you and I are taking a few days off together."
Aw.
Aw.
And it's dated like 5 days ago. So you suspect that perhaps they told people they were going off to do some investigating, but maybe that wasn't true.
Maybe they're on vacation.
Okay. Mushy stuff trip.
Gross.
Duly noted. Duly noted. Any hints of where?
Does Greg want to go on the mushy
There
stuff?
there are 3 places listed. And like you see that in the same hand of Kaylin, it's written "choose one," and then you see that there's like secluded waterfall with nice campsite, beachfront hill, and then forest glen, lots of moss. Seems to be places that Kaylin knows. And it seems like there's been like there's indications with that investigation check. You can see small indentations around both of them, as though Adis was perhaps tapping the pen over them, thinking about which one. Like, is it this one or this one? But then there is a circle around the secluded waterfall with campsite.
Got it.
I would have guessed forest. That's his favorite terrain.
You could be in the forest.
Okay, waterfalls are everywhere. Greg's just gonna roll their eyes. And then flip that paper over and write a note on it
Okay.
that says, "Eben is looking for you. One of those bad dudes you let in. Didn't trust the guards. Don't be dead. Bye."
I don't trust these people I pay to keep the place safe.
Greg just
that is
takes them.
that is
Greg
the
doesn't
that
know
is
what
the
this
ultimate
is.
Grig. I love it. I think it's great.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, and just leaves it tucked in the notes. And then I'll slip out.
All right, fantastic. Yeah, you slip out without any issue.
Great.
And can rejoin folks. You rejoin them about the same time that Olive returns from her sojourn amongst the trees.
Do we have some nice
Oh.
big trees on the property?
You do. There's quite a few very nice oak trees. The leaves are changing color, so it's nice.
Very good. Olive will take good notes about them in case she feels the need to revisit them.
Easy to do. Yeah, and there's shrubbery all around. Not that you can use that through shrubbery, but, you know.
No.
There is definitely a few trees that are big enough for you to do the plant teleport without issue.
Attack shrub.
Do we have domesticated animals I can talk to?
There does not appear to be any livestock on your manor grounds, from what you are told by Simon there.
Not even the stables?
I use the stables.
The
for
stables have been converted to the bungalow.
Oh, I see. Very well, very well.
Yeah, Sherman says that the previous residents, as far as I know, weren't animal friendly and mainly used the stables to house this Well, supposedly there was a hippogriff at some point, but I don't know if that's true.
It is. I met it.
Ah, well. Doesn't live there anymore. Master
Good, I
Adis
imagine
and
they're
Kalen
quite
do.
messy.
I wouldn't
I
know.
imagine they're quite messy to store. They was certainly not a very friendly hippogriff.
Ah, well. Better off gone then, I guess. Great. So you all reconvene and can discuss your plans. And as you do that, we're going to take a short rest. We're going to take a little 5-minute break, everybody. Thanks for being here. Thanks for sticking with us. We will BRB, as we say here in the realm of text speak. So we'll be right back in 5 minutes as we take a little bio break. Thank you all for being here, and we will be right back. Hello, everyone. We are back with Nuuli Forged. Thanks for sticking around while we took a little short break. So you are all in your manor in Misfit Mansion. Yeah. What would you like to do?
Those tea cakes ready yet?
Oh yeah, they've already
Tea
been
cakes are
served.
Fabulous.
They're not gone yet, are they?
We ate all of them without Greg.
No, I had some.
Yes.
Olive took them with her tea.
She
on
does
the
not. She does
table.
not make one per person. She makes a pile of them. There's plenty.
I mean, come on. If there's
It's
one thing you're gonna say
it is
about
the first
Greg,
time that you get
Sweet
to enjoy her work. So Kepi is all about making a show of it
that's right. Show it off.
without too much of a problem.
Nice.
So you are all here together. What is it you want to do now that you're in Fayharbor?
Well, Greg wants to run around the house and like scope out which room is theirs.
Yeah.
But
Well,
also
obviously.
would like to,
I will join.
yeah, just like run around, explore, open all the cabinets, all those things that you do when you go to an Airbnb for the first time. You know, find where everything is, make sure nobody forgot anything interesting.
Yeah.
see if there's any
Check out
apartment.
The layout
the
is
medicine
identical to when
cabinet.
you were last here. The rooms are not.
Except fewer dead bodies
The
and
rooms
broken
are made like they're made up. Like the beds have linens and that kind of stuff. But like there's no like real embellishments. It seems the rooms have been left for you to create and establish as you desire. But the agreed upon guest room is downstairs on the first floor. There are upstairs on the second floor. There is
A suite in a bedroom.
a
And a
suite,
tower.
a suite room, the tower room, which of course leads up to the tower where Kaelin was once held prisoner.
Oof.
There's also like a study on the second floor that's got like bookcases with a variety of books and stuff in there.
And a shocking amount of plumbing for the number of rooms.
There are the two rooms up here have private privies. All the other rooms, none of the other rooms do. So there's two like public use communal privies. And then upstairs on the third floor is, of course, the tower, and another bedroom with an open storage room, or attic storage. And then there's also the basement.
Right.
Well, you're gonna run up and claim the third floor. I'm gonna claim it by putting my
You're not just gonna lick
Defect.
it.
I'm not gonna like putting my defect in there. No. No, I'm gonna
Nobody can move defect.
no.
True.
Story.
No, I've got these candles and soaps that I stole from Olagar's room.
Nice.
So I'm gonna like set up a couple candles and be like, this is
Yeah.
my room.
All right. So yeah, you set up your little room upstairs.
And let's see what else. I guess I'm gonna keep the pillow because I like having the pillow in the tent. It's all raggedy now, but those fancy towels, I probably have one that's still nice. I'll put that one in the room too.
If you ask Nereus, maybe he can fix the pillow.
No, it's mine now.
Very cool.
It's traveled.
I
You
just
know
have
how
to
pillows
poke
get
it.
that like worn out like pillowcase perfection.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, I have a sweater that has visited 49 states that is in worn out perfection.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
I know that.
Does
I have
Olive
that too.
select a room?
Olive's gonna poke around and see like what other rooms are available.
Yeah.
She's gonna
Yeah. There's the room on the first floor, which is currently being set up
Yeah.
as a guest room for Nereus.
Yep.
So we'll throw Nereus in there. Upstairs, the two rooms are unspoken for. on the second floor. The one with the tower, and then the one with the big bathroom.
Olive might try to claim the smaller of those two.
With the one with the tower, or the one with the big bathroom?
Yes, the one with the tower.
All right. Olive takes the tower. Defect, the big room with the big bath is open if you want that.
Sure, why not?
Or there's the attic storage room if you want that.
Attic storage. Hold on, let
You
me
mean
look
we're
at
not sharing a room? Come on.
Yeah, I thought we'd be bunkmates.
I was like, wait, don't you guys always share the
Right?
room?
I mean, you can. Do you want to
I guess-
share? Do you
yeah,
want to
definitely
share
don't have
Yeah,
the
let's
room with
do
Greg?
that. Yes.
They've chosen the smallest room to share.
No, we get the attic storage room too.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, right now it's just like got stuff in it, like a couple crates and like old rugs. It looks like a few things that were from the previous owners, that were removed, that were not like damaged or whatever, and were deemed like, well, we shouldn't get rid of it just yet. But if you want to have it like redone as like another bedroom or something else, you can spend the money to do that.
I mean, it can be a place to train, and it can be a place where we do stuff.
Yeah, you can set up as a
Games?
training room.
Olive's going to light her terrible incense in her room.
I just need a corner to like set up with my wires. I got an idea. I'm gonna try to make something so that Relgan can talk to anybody other than Rendy.
Very cool. Yeah. Just go
Are these
ahead,
piles of
make a
flowers?
quick Arcana check for me, Greg.
Okay.
Greg.
So bad at Arcana. I'm good at growling, but I'm bad at Arcana.
All right, with a 9, you've got the idea. You're not quite
Yeah.
sure where to start,
Yeah. Nope.
but you've got some ideas. You'll have to do a little more futzing and probably spend some money on materials.
Sure. Does that item even
Definitely.
exist? Maybe we should go shopping. Do we need to go shopping? I don't know what would do it. Because he can't talk.
So you've all picked out your rooms. Just mark down which rooms you have so you know. And that's that. It's getting late in the day. So you can all crash in. Kepi makes a big, bountiful meal for you all.
Excellent.
It is very filling, and in true, like, Tolkien-esque halfling style, is just way more food than the four of you should eat. But she does it anyway. And you manage to polish off as much as you can.
That's right. Greg just puts a dent in it.
Yeah. And it's very good. Like, she's good at her job. After dinner, she clears the table with the help of Molly. Kepi and Molly kind of clean up after dinner, wash the dishes, and head home for the evening. Molly or Kepi comes in and says, "All right, loves, we're heading off for the evening. Gonna go home and see the wee ones. There's a few snacks in the cold box if you be needing anything, as well as a few special items in the pantry for you if you get interested in that. All right, have a good night, loves."
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
So they leave. The night guards report in that they're on duty. Sebastian lets them know very well and says, "Unless you need anything else for the evening, I too will depart."
Okay, bye. Thanks.
Thank you
I
very
will,
much.
of course. I will see you in the morning, unless you vanish, as I am told you are wont to do.
Yeah, we probably will,
Yeah.
let's be honest.
We're likely to do that. Yeah.
Understood. It is a pleasure to meet you. Now that you have selected your rooms, we will make sure to clean them and maintain them in the style you decide. If you require anything else to be purchased on your behalf, please let us know, and I'm sure Master Adis can secure the funds from your various accounts.
Right.
Or you can leave writs of withdrawal of the amount.
Okay.
Very good. Thank you.
Of course.
We'll keep in touch.
What's a writ of
very well.
withdrawal?
Have a pleasant evening. Good night. And he
Bye.
nods and exits.
Cool.
Cool.
Yeah, unless you want to accomplish anything else, you can get in a long rest.
Are there any books in the library still?
There are. Mostly seems to be like less research and more like casual, like enjoyment reading.
Do any of them
Alright.
attack us when we look at them?
Oh god.
There is like an erotic novel on one of the shelves. You want to go for it?
Oh no, Olive knows better than to touch
That was a
those.
risk.
But it's the newest edition of Tusk Love.
No. It's Tusk Love, Part 2, The Tuscaning.
Oh,
Olive will poke it with her quarterstaff from a distance.
It moves like it would when you poke it. Boom. It kind of falls over and leans a little bit on the book next to it.
Greg is actually going to go into the attic side of things
Sure.
and just like shove some stuff around and make what amounts to like a weird little goblin nest of the random stuff that's in there.
All right. Yeah, easy enough to do.
And like pull out paper and write some notes and try to think about this project. You know, like little mad scientist in the little den.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, you come up with a variety of ideas.
Trying to figure out this Relgan problem.
Yeah. Because you're spending significantly more time doing it, go ahead and make another Arcana check for me.
The thing that I suck at.
Yep.
I just saw your chat, Mike. A 7. It's getting worse, everyone. It's getting worse.
Yeah, you kind of go down a rabbit hole of this idea is totally going to work. And then you realize after about an hour and a half, oh, shit. Nope, cross that one off.
Never mind. Just kidding. And then despondent, I close my eyes.
Yep. And you can all get a long rest. The morning comes. Kepi arrives not too long after sunrise. Or, well, maybe around like 7:30, 8 o'clock she shows up. Or the equivalent thereof. She's like, oh, good morning, I'll get you some breakfast right away. And about 20 minutes later, she comes out with some porridge and some fresh fish, and some like fruit slices and like, you know, some sausages. Very like happy, hearty kind of morning foods.
Nereus was waiting for Kepi at the breakfast table. Just
Yeah. Yeah, you're there with a big smile, and she comes out with a serving tray. And she's like, "Oh, look at you, ready for breakfast. What a good boy you are. Here you go, love. Have a sausage. Get some meat on them bones. Are you sure you're warm enough? You covered up enough, my dear?"
oh yeah, I'm always warm.
"Oh, excellent. Well, here, have a bit of porridge too. Put some meat on them bones now. Oh, there's a good lad. Oh, do you like fruit? Do you prefer apples or pears?"
Apples.
All right, here's some apple slices for you. You need anything else, my dear?
I'm good.
All right, you just let old Kepi know if you need anything else. I'll be in the kitchen fuddling away. And she walks away.
Greg's gonna smell the food, and you're gonna hear.
Yeah, you see a bevy of like sausages and eggs and and porridge with fish and variety of
I
things.
start looking towards the sound, and then I look up, and my food is gone because Greg took it. I just see the plate like running around the corner.
No, it's a new experience. Food appearing without having to order and pay for it. It's like it's free, except it's not, but it is.
Yeah, yeah,
Greg
you're
is just
paying for
like-
it. It's your food budget, so
right,
you
but
know.
Yeah.
I don't think that like has connected for Greg's mind. It's like it's miraculously appearing.
Olive will come down and have, a cup of tea and some sausages.
No worries.
Cappy, Greg ran away with my breakfast.
No, I didn't. It's right here. Pointing at their plate.
Cappy comes out. Oh, do you need more sausages or something then, my dear?
Have more bacon?
Oh, absolutely. I'll get some right on the griddle. Just a moment. And she pops back into the kitchen.
How much money do we have? Greg
A
just says
bunch.
to the room.
I don't know. I'm eating your money.
You keep doing that. Why do you keep spending our money? You need to make us some money. Use
have-
those noodle arms.
I helped you kill a dragon.
I guess
He
that's
got
fair.
us. He got us out of the terrible place.
I
And
hope
I got
Scoot's
you out of
okay.
the manor.
Speaking of killing dragons.
I mean, he's a tough turtle. No?
I guess.
Sure,
He
Yeah.
always
he's fine.
went to the library, right?
Yeah,
I can't call him.
Well, Spoot is back in Sewell.
I know.
Yeah.
We
He's
gotta go
probably
back
fine.
to school. No, we should
Yeah,
go
we
back.
do.
Why did we leave him alone? Last time we left him alone, he came dragging this one along. Is he gonna make another friend or something? That's gonna be dangerous.
He might.
What do you
Maybe we
mean
should go back and
this
check
one?
on him.
You're the one.
I like
mean-
to think I've been nothing but a boon.
A what?
A boon.
A baboon? What's a baboon?
Boon.
Boondoggle?
Sure.
Yeah, I guess we can't stay.
Well, I mean, I can summon up the portal whenever you all are ready.
Right? Hey, Cappy. Can you make us some lunch so we can take it?
Aw.
She comes
Peanut
out.
butter sandwiches.
Oh, you'd be wanting some takeaway food
Yeah,
for
I
your
guess we
travels.
have
You'd be heading out
go.
already, do you, loves?
I guess.
Yeah, we left Spoot behind because he was taking a nap, and we
Oh,
probably
of
shouldn't leave
course.
him unsupervised.
Ah, well, I understand. I forgot a few wee ones of my own. I know how they get. Very well. Just give me a moment and I'll get you all sorted out here. And she scampers away. And again, in about 25 minutes or so, she comes back with a little basket that is packed full of what appears to be like essentially like truncheon sandwiches. Like, you know how like plow sandwiches, like back when like English farmers would like be out all day. It's like bread that's been stuffed with like sandwich goodies and like hollowed out on one side to be savory, and then the end of the other side is a little bit of a sweet thing.
Oh, awesome.
Sure.
It's designed to be like eaten like out in the fields or whatever, but she figures it'd be good for the road too.
Yeah, I'm sold. Totally sold. Greg is sold. Greg loves Cappy.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
only
I'm
one
quite
Greg
fond of you
approves
already myself, Mr. Greg.
Thanks. Greg is like sheepish.
Oh, is there
Go
anything
for a
else I
snack.
can be doing for you before you get off on your way?
No, thank you for everything. It's been lovely.
Oh, 'tis a pleasure. And she scampers back with all the empty dishes, Molly helping her out. And the two are chatting away amiably. Sebastian checks in with you before you depart. Do you have any outstanding orders? Anything that we should do to the house? Or anything we should procure before we get underway? Or before you depart for the day, or however long you'll be away?
The gardener's doing a great job with the trees. He should definitely keep it up.
Of course. Absolutely, Mr. Soliv.
I left a note with in my room for Molly. I just figured I didn't know if we'd see any of you in the morning.
Oh, of course. We usually arrive around this time. Or, well, usually myself and Kepi are here first thing, and Molly arrives shortly after.
Okay. Well, there's a note in my room.
What?
What do you mean, what?
Sebastian kind of nods and then looks to the rest of you. Understood, sir.
I mean, good job. Thanks. I don't think I have anything, but I might ask somebody to run some errands. I'm trying to figure something out. Will you try to talk to Relgan? I know Rendy's annoying, but you should try to talk to Relgan.
Oh, yes. Master Adis has asked that I check in with Relgan for a period of time each day to make sure that he is well appointed and well taken care of. He is, believe it or not, quite an active individual. He likes to wander the grounds and practice his archery skills. It's very impressive with that glass bow of his.
Cool, that's good.
Bet it is.
Good. Did Adis teach you the tappy thing? Because I can teach you how to say hi.
I have been provided with some small measure of communication beyond that of Mr. Rendy, Mr. Carvival.
Right.
Master Adis felt it best that I should be able to communicate directly to Relgan from time to time.
Yeah, for
Probably
sure.
wise.
Rendy is the worst.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but far be it from me to disagree, Mr. Grigg.
Okay. Yeah, I guess maybe we'll see you. This is kind of weird, but also awesome. Thanks.
Alright.
Of course.
I think we're gonna need to roll up a
I do
rug
have
so
one
that-
question.
Oh.
Will Mr. Nereus be frequenting as a guest with you all? Or is he just here for today?
No. He's a misfit.
Very good.
Probably be back.
Very good, Master Defect, Mistress Olive. We'll make sure to attend things quite well. Quite well.
Wow. Greg just looks at Defect like, oh dang. You got the Defect. Guess it's real now.
So,
I assume we're gonna have to roll up a rug
you
or something
missed
for
the
Nearest to do a
bro-isode.
thing.
yeah, it was a bro episode.
I did. I missed the bro-isode. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's an honest reaction.
I can do it outside. Magic.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
You don't need to chalk on things?
No, it's magic.
You drew with chalk the last time you did this. That's all I know.
It's magic. Magic does weird shit.
Great. Everything's been fabulous, Sebastian. Thank you very much. Keep up the good work. Apparently we're going outside.
Very well, Mistress Olive. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure to meet you all. Do travel safely, and we look forward to your return.
Thanks, you too. Wait, I mean, you're leaving. Not wait. Whatever.
I'll just kind of
Yeah.
herd Greg out the door.
Yeah,
doesn't know what
as
to
you
say.
leave, he picks up a few remaining dishes and heads towards the kitchen with them. So you get outside. Nearest you draw your teleportation circle,
Mhm.
and lightning comes out of the sky, even though there is no clouds, or no dark, stormy clouds anyway. And you all feel that pull in your stomach, and then you reappear in that same room, in the sun ruins back at Sewell. It's
we just left here.
It's a little bit later in the morning in Sewell. Sun's up a little higher because you traveled east this time.
Sure.
But yeah. So Nears, make sure you've marked off 2 use of components for that spell.
Oh.
Yeah, that's so 1 chalk is gone now.
You know what would have been smart?
Is it 1 chalk per spell or per
No,
casting?
so it's I thought I bought 4 100-piece gold or 100 gold piece ones. It only takes 50.
Oh, okay. Yeah, cool. Cool.
I imagine I'm just using at this point half a chalk stick at a time. Unless we just want to double how much I'm using.
Oh, wait, you spent 100 gold on them, right? Like you bought 2 because the price was 100 gold, as I recall.
No, I thought this. No, I bought. I thought I had written down that I had 4.
Okay, so you have 4 uses of the spell.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Great.
Yeah, it takes 50 gold
Cool.
pieces.
Well, yeah, but someone might have charged you more. That's what I was trying to figure out.
Gotcha. Okay.
But cool. So great, cool. So yep, 2 of those uses are gone. So you have 2 left. Great. There are a few people who are just arriving at the ruins to kind of do some research and whatever. But you are recognized by by Calum, Grandy, the head researcher, and he calms everybody down and says, I suppose they're going to be doing this from time to time. Anyway, back to work. Have fun at Sewell. And he just kind of like goes back to being a research guy.
Feels like we were just here.
Indeed.
I think
Let's
we
go tell
were just
Spoot
here.
and see what room he wants. I bet Spoot will like that solarium thing.
It did look nice.
Yeah.
Or if you and Defect are sharing the 3rd floor, there's also the master suite on the 2nd
That's
floor.
true. And that's
Next
by
to
the
the
library.
Also true.
With
Yeah.
the big tub.
The big tub.
True.
Very true.
Spoot might like that.
Spoot
Cool.
might like
Right.
that.
Fantastic. So you all pop back over to Sewell. No
Cool.
problem whatsoever.
All right. And hey, now that I know what the trees look like, we can go there anytime. Well, once a day.
Oh, nifty.
Yeah.
So I assume once we pick up Spoot, we're gonna fly over.
Right, where are we going again? Where did we decide we were going? I got distracted by going to town.
To the swamps.
We're going to the
Going
swamp.
to the swamp.
Smag.
Yeah.
Going to the fallen city of Osmag to look for some
Right.
dead guys' regalia.
Okay.
Essentially.
A crown and a scepter.
Cool. So you pick up Spoot and decide that you are going to head towards the swamps.
Mhm.
Cool.
Yes.
Hey, Spoot,
Right?
do
Is
you
that
have
what
any
you're doing?
ideas?
Because you
About
I
how-
asked because you had also talked about going to Soul Mount.
Well, that was. I was thinking that before, but we have to go to the swamps first.
Okay.
Where is Soul Mount? There's Sewell. There's Soul,
Soul
Mount.
Mount is over near Fayharbor. Soul Mount is where is
Well, Soul Mount
near
is
where
not
you-
near Fayharbor. It is.
It's
Closer
in the
to Red
direction
Fan.
of Fayharbor.
And why are we going to Soul Mount?
There's
Because there's a
supposed to be
thing there.
a thing there.
But
The
there's
Guardian
a
has
different
a thing.
thing in Osmag.
Yeah,
And not
Sewell
back
kind of
to
is betwixt them, and so last time there was some debate about which way to go. But you have decided to go to Osmag, towards the east. So great.
All
Yeah,
right.
May as well.
All right, cool. Yeah, you can totally do that. What is your method of travel? Do you want to find like a boat to get across Triangle Bay, or what is your desired form of transport?
You want to just fly? I like flying.
Flying works.
Could be flying.
I mean, I guess we can do that. And I think I prefer that to a boat. I don't know anymore.
it's faster.
Is
Because we
it?
can fly in a straight line.
Can you make
I
it over the whole
assume-
bay?
I'm assuming we can't make it over the whole bay in an hour.
No.
No.
Oh,
We
right.
should probably go over the bay in a boat.
No,
even though
like
I don't like.
getting to the other side. You can ask around, and you're told that it's roughly the same distance as it is to Mendarian, straight
Okay,
across
so
from Sewell. So
took a
it would be
whole
like
day.
8 hours of flying just to get to the other side of the bay.
Right.
Well, why don't...
Let's just take
Why
a
don't we-
ferry and then we'll fly after that.
Yeah, we could take a boat, and if anything, we can... Do I still have it prepared? Yeah, I can make the winds go a bit faster on the way there.
All right.
Nice. And then we'll fly.
And then we'll fly.
Okay. I forget. I can fly for 5 hours, but y'all can only fly for one at a time.
Yep.
I guess your swimming is probably not up to
No.
landing in the water landings.
Greek doesn't want water landings.
Nope. No, thank you. Nope. Definitely not.
Cool.
I mean, we could carry a raft.
No, let's just take the ferry.
Okay, fine.
And this whole
Where does the
time,
ferry go to?
Grig is still
Well-
thinking about the.
So you ask around, and there's no ferry that like goes across the bay. You'd have to charter a boat. But you are directed towards someone that everybody calls the Pincher.
Hi, Pincher.
The what?
That's great.
So you head down onto the docks to where you're told this Pincher resides, and you see a young human girl, like between 14 and 21, probably on the younger side. She's like she's sitting on a crate with like a group of other young individuals. There's like a husky boy, and another boy that seems to have a cane beside him and kind of a twisted leg. But they're sitting there, and they're the only people around on this part of the dock.
Hi.
I assume
Hi.
you lot are the pincher?
The girl stands up and kind of puffs her out her chest. I'm the Pincher. Captain Patsy the Pincher Pomo, that's me. Who are you and what can I do for you?
I love her.
I know, she's great.
We need to get across the bay.
Ah, you want to charter me ship, huh?
Sure.
All right.
I mean, maybe.
Probably take about crossing the bay here. In the old vessel. Let's see, there's 5 of you. A couple of you pretty big.
Just big boned.
Well, the ship will take you. Probably a couple of days sailing across. 12 gold a day.
Where's your ship?
She points right next to where you are on the dock, very proudly. That's my ship. Pincher's Price is what it is. And it's a beaut, too. And what you see is a glorified dinghy. It looks like it could fit like 5 of you, the 5 of you comfortably. And then like the 3 kids would probably jam in there as well. It's got a single mast with a small sail and like a little side. It's like very, very, it's bigger than a dinghy, but it's barely bigger than like a real ship's lifeboat.
Right.
And we're going to be on this for 2 days?
I don't know about this there, kiddo.
There's nothing wrong with the pin. There's nothing wrong with the price. It's perfectly seaworthy. I've made this trek dozens of times, and they
Insight check.
and yeah, go for it.
Right?
Go ahead, make
There
that
you go.
insight
What we
check.
got? A 10.
Hard to read.
I like
But,
your confidence.
Yeah, she seems confident.
I mean, I'm sure.
This is my
that's, like,
crew. We got Gulliver. She points to the husky boy, and that's Frederick. He sees the one with the cane. The three of us will get you across safe as pie. No problem.
I do like pie.
What kind of pie?
Like.
Whatever pie you like,
Apple
really.
pie stick?
Yeah, sure.
Is there a dangerous pie?
I mean, I guess if you're allergic to something, then that was in the pie. That'd be pretty dangerous.
I mean, there's those eel pies that Spoot seems to like so much. They're kind of gross.
Yeah, those are gross.
I'm not big on eel either.
Touche.
Hey, Defect.
Nereus?
I want to try something.
Go on.
Okay. Do we have a deal?
No, I don't
Give
think
me-
so.
Give me one moment.
Yeah. Well, fine. And so she sits back down and turns her back to you, and the three of them start talking again.
Defect, can you go out into the water a little bit?
Step into the water a little bit so that the water reaches my ankles.
You step in the water and poosh! Down you go, because you're on a dock.
Perfect.
And so Defect is now in the water.
Thinking.
How deep does it look?
It's deep. Like,
How
boats
deep
dock
is
here.
the
It's a
boat?
dock.
From my
Okay.
perspective.
Defect, I'm gonna need you to swim out like a couple of feet, just so you don't like damage the dock.
Alright, so after I sink down, I swim back up. Here, near you say this, and I'll swim out a couple of feet.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Greg is freaking out. Loki freak out.
Yeah, Defect just like
Just
stepped
kinda-
off the dock and just.
I was
You don't know what happened in
expecting
that broisode, but they got close somehow.
Right? What did I miss?
Apparently, Defect learning to swim.
I could always swim.
I would now like to, since I was on pirate ships a lot and on ships, I would like to polymorph Defect into the largest whale I've seen.
Okay. Sure. I will buy that. You do so. Defect, you feel magic come upon you. Pardon me. You suspect it's from Nereus. You are allowed a saving throw unless you choose to fail.
I want to go. I want to see where this is going.
Okay.
I trust Nereus now.
Yes, it's working.
Keyword now.
Yeah.
Greg still
Cool.
Still stupid human.
Fantastic.
Always a stupid.
Yeah. So, what's the CR you can do?
11.
Cool.
Polymorph works up to your level in CR rating.
Cool. Great.
Yeah.
So like you keep yelling, Defect, go farther, until he's a good like 60 or 80 feet out in the bay.
It is.
Or what's
60.
the range? So he's
60.
okay. So you tell him to stop so you can reach him, and you cast the spell, and all of a sudden, there is a gargantuan sperm whale sitting in Triangle Bay here by the docks. Defect, go ahead, just roll a d20 for me.
Oh no.
19.
With an 18.
19.
No, with an 18.
Oh, 18?
Yes,
give me
you
a
have a new
-1.
body and a new form. You have a -1 to your
I'm into
dexterity.
stuff, man.
You have a
Otherwise, I
-1 to
think
your
you're
dexterity right
misquoting.
now. Stop talking. I'm talking. Shut up. No, you have a massive form, but with an 18, you manage to not like get beached on anything, and you find yourself in a place where you can like exist in this bay in your new form. And like you still remember being defect, but now you're like, I'm a whale.
Doo-pa-doo-pa-doo.
Yeah,
Well,
so you just kind of begin swimming, and you're like, I guess I should swim.
I mean,
And you
whales
all
are
see
pretty
this
smart, right?
gargantuan sperm whale just kind of floating in the harbor. The kids next to you go, whoa! Where'd that come from? That was awesome.
I'm gonna go like with prestidigitation, just do magic, and there's just gonna be like sparkles and like rainbow and like a rainbow, like the imagination.
Wow. Well, can you make our ship bigger then?
No, unfortunately.
Maybe.
So is that so that's your friend is a whale now? Was he always a
Yeah.
whale?
No.
Wow,
I can
that's
actually
so
make more-
cool.
All right, guys, let's get on the whale. Nereus is gonna jump in the water and start swimming over towards
Okay.
Defect.
All right, Nereus begins swimming over to Defect. Do the rest of you go? Spoot will hop in.
Olive's going to turn into a giant octopus and follow.
Okay.
I mean, she's going to jump in and then turn into a giant octopus.
Are you gonna like latch onto me?
Octopi can't jump.
Octopus?
Right. Yeah. Like, how are we gonna?
Greg, how are you
Okay.
getting out to the
We all gather, and then you just come up to the surface, and we're on your back. I don't know, some shit like that.
I don't know if I can get that close to the dock. You might have to.
You're only
swim
60
out.
feet away.
You're 60 feet out. This is
We're
what we're
starting.
establishing right now. Greg, how are you getting out to the whale?
I don't want to go on the whale. How do I
Your
get
friends
to
have
the
all
whale?
jumped in the water.
I don't jump in the water. Hey, kid, take me to the whale.
Yeah, well, sure.
Maybe,
5 silver
too
to get
cold.
5 silver to the whale and back.
Okay, great.
All right. Avast, you crew! Get on your face! We're taking the goblin to the whale!
Wait, is this gonna work? Cause don't you have to cast it again and again? And do you have enough times? And how are we gonna? how
Nereus
long
is
does it take?
already like a good 30
don't-
feet away from the dock.
This is the one time Greg has been worried in their life.
It's Defect. What can you be worried about?
Yeah,
Water.
in like 20 seconds, the 3 kids are like, all right, come aboard! We're ready for you.
Okay. I guess I'll just get on the boat and let the kids take me over. Greg is really confused.
Yeah, the
How many
kids.
silver?
Yeah, the pincher stands at the prow and is like, all right, Gulliver, set the sail! Frederick, man the rudder! And she's like, hard a port! And the sail like billows out a little bit, and like you slowly, like the dinghy makes its way out there. Everyone else arrives before you do, but they pull up their dinghy next to the whale. And the whale is like mostly submerged. It's just kind of sitting there. Defect, roll another d20 for me.
Oh no.
You can have advantage on it.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
E -1. We're doing the same thing.
Nope. With a 19, you have enough innate wisdom to know that like your defect, your friends need to come with you. You're supposed to wait.
Oh gosh.
So Spook
In a
gets
water
up on
space.
your back. Nearest gets up on your back. You recognize that the octopus is probably olive by its coloring and the way it's behaving.
Mm-hmm.
Waves a tentacle.
Wave of
So-
slipper.
For a brief second, you kind of think, yum. But then you're like, no, that's Olive.
What kind of whale is he?
He's a sperm whale.
Sperm whale.
They eat
They're
squid and
carnivorous. They eat squid and octopus. You need to learn your biology. You made a wise choice. There might be wisdom checks involved in this. So, but you now know you have a +1 to your wisdom score. And
Okay.
Nereus arrives, and Greg, you see all your friends kind of on the back of the whale or swimming. The dinghy pulls up, and you can hop off onto the whale. And
I guess
the
I do
pincher's
that.
like, that'll be the 5 silver now.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. Here you go, kid.
All right, great.
50 copper.
You hop onto the back of the whale, and she's like, all right, back to shore, back to the docks, you lazy lubbers. And she's like harassing her crew as they're like, aye, Captain. And they sail their dinghy back to the dock. They're like 60 feet.
Yeah.
You like them. I don't know what it is,
So
but I
not-
like them.
I like them. Also, so not sure.
They're a very intrepid crew. Very famous pirates, sea captains.
Right.
Uh-huh.
When we're all on Defect's back, I'm gonna give him a couple of pats and kind of like move my hand on his back, like in the direction that we need to go.
Roll a d20, Defect.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do I get that? A 2.
No.
With a -2, you don't know what the hell is going on your back.
Olive, can you speak to Defect?
Olive is
Gobble,
currently
gobble.
an octopus.
Oh,
Don't all sea creatures talk to each other?
Right.
do they all
I'm
speak?
like-
No.
Yeah, I'm like Disney rules. Don't all sea creatures
That's
know a
right.
common sea language?
Nope.
No, they
As
don't.
the water elemental, I could speak Aquan. Octopus doesn't speak any languages.
I'm gonna slap the octopus until Olive reverts.
Olive squirts an ink cloud at you.
Keep slapping.
So-
Slap
The
instead
area
of
is now
shock the
heavily
monkey,
obscured.
slap the tentacle.
That's really cool.
Slap the tentacle. Yeah, yeah.
But I mean, do I feel all of them on my back?
Yeah, you feel them all on your
Yeah.
back.
You
You just can't quite understand what you're supposed to do now.
I mean, did Nereus not tell me that we're gonna just
Didn't tell you anything.
No,
Okay,
he said go out
Ice
into the bay. I want to
transform.
try something. That is exactly what he said.
That is true.
Defect.
I'm gonna start yelling at Octopus Olive to revert form.
Swim that way.
Olive is going to swim out into the bay and like beckon with a tentacle at Defect.
Defect, make a wisdom saving throw. So roll a
Oh my
d20.
gosh.
He's going to eat you,
Gosh.
revert.
We're now bait.
Great.
Oh no.
Fantastic. This is gonna be great. Don't worry about it.
Maybe we should have stuck with the boat. With the kids.
Accidental PvP.
Or maybe the druid should revert.
Go ahead, Defect. Roll a d20 for me.
Dang. I'm so sorry, guys.
Cool. What's your armor class as a squid or a giant octopus?
11.
Cool. Defect, go ahead. Roll 3d8 for me.
Low numbers. Okay.
Olive, as a giant octopus, you take 15 points of piercing damage from after a bite from the giant sperm whale that you just taunted with your tentacles.
Fine. Olive will swat the sperm whale on the nose with her tentacle.
Make an attack roll.
Are you attacking me?
Gosh. Oh my gosh, this is so funny.
You miss. You just kind of like lamely like swap at it, and it doesn't even affect the massive. This is a gargantuan beast. It is like 60 feet long. It is huge.
Fine, Olive will cease being a fucking octopus. Start treading water and go, what'd you do that for?
Defect, roll a d20 for me.
Half-orcs are not snacks for sperm whales.
That's better.
Okay, with a 16, you're like, oh, it was Olive all along. Oops.
The flipper, I just kind of smacked. Duh.
Yep.
All right.
So now all of you are treading water, and the sperm whale just kind of looks at you with one eye.
Olive, can you talk to the whale and tell him to go in that direction?
Sure, what happens in an hour when he stops being a whale?
I turn him into a whale again, but we're wasting time with your octopus fight.
Okay, fine. Olive will cast Speak with Animals
Great.
and tell Defect the whale to go that way.
Hashtag whale effect.
Yeah. Whale fact, you understand. And you're like, oh. Well, you decide what you're like, but like you understand what Olive is saying now.
Mm-hmm.
Gee, I just
Okay.
imagine you start speaking whale like Dory.
Exactly.
Go that way.
Story.
Fantastic. Cannon.
All right. So I'll start swimming now.
All right. So after interesting start, the whale is off towards the east. As a sperm whale defect, you have a swim speed of 60 feet.
Okay.
So you swim pretty fast, actually. While you are swimming, remember, whales swim in kind of like this motion. So I would like everyone else who is riding atop the back of a wet, slick sperm whale with no rigging to make dexterity checks. It could be acrobatics if you want.
Oh lord. I should have
Yeah.
we should have gotten the rope out. Dexterity checks or saving throws?
Check.
Great. As the whale goes by, Olive will use her other wild shape to turn into a killer whale, which is not a snack for a sperm whale, and also has a swim speed of 60 feet.
There you go.
Sure, yeah. So now there's a killer whale swimming next to the sperm whale.
Could it be an athletics check? Because I'm
Nope.
wearing Gronk's belt. Damn it.
This is all about staying on top.
I have
All
thrown
right,
up.
guys.
Yeah, you both, you kind of start going with the motion of the whale and have no problem staying on board, even though it gets a little wet and slick from time to time. But yeah, you
I
guys are
don't
good.
like this.
It's a test run. The next one, we can try to put some rope to hold on with.
So you travel for an hour near us. You can feel your spell, pardon me, beginning to come undone.
All right. I'll kind of give Defect a couple pats on the top.
That worked so well last time.
Okay.
And see if he'll stop.
Roll-
Slow down.
Roll a
Oh.
roll a d20 defect.
Whale effect.
Whale effect.
Whale fact.
I think he means to go faster.
Yeah.
With a -3 whale effect, you begin to dive.
Oh, as soon as he starts to do that, I'm cutting the spell.
Yeah. So you feel the whale begin to dive under, and and all of a sudden, you, Grig, and Spoot, and Defect, you find yourself
Yeah,
again, and swim up to the surface, and you're all kind of treading water in the middle of the bay.
Grig is like sputtering, freaking out, doggy paddle, panic ding.
All right,
Doesn't
I
actually
I'll
know how
put-
to tread water.
Olive's
really.
gonna do
It's
some
just like,
flips.
"Ah!"
All right, I put defect, or put Greg on top of my head.
Yeah, a killer whale is spinning around you all.
I will. Defect, are you ready to go again?
Yeah, I mean it worked out well, right? There were no problems.
No, not at all.
I didn't act out in a animalistic way.
You do have a memory of what happened when you were a sperm whale.
Oh, I do. Okay.
Just take this.
If we trust the system,
But you
Yeah, I'm
you
ready.
remember it as like, oh yeah, no, like that happened. Like you remember it from the perspective of the sperm whale. So like you remember, oh, I was hungry, so I ate a thing. Oh, but then I realized it wasn't a thing I should have eaten.
sorry, Olive.
Swimming around as a killer whale.
Sploosh splash.
You know, I will say, as the killer whale, yeah, you're a huge beast. You could have a rider or two.
I am huge.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
Grig is just panicking.
If you were up for it, and if someone wanted to, it would be less people to ride the less reliable whale.
Olive will swim up to Greg and nudge her.
Oh, that's freaky.
I don't think
The killer whale boops your leg, Grig. Okay, good.
Freak out.
All right, you tried. All right, Nears, are you re-sperm whaling?
Yeah, I'm gonna, but this time I'm gonna put a piece, like the middle of like a 50-foot piece of rope into Defect's mouth. Just bite on that really quick, and then I'll turn him into a sperm whale again. But this time we have the rope, and then like on top, kind of tie the rope so we have something to hold on to.
Interesting.
Grig will pick up what you're putting down, maybe? If there's some sort of skill check?
Olive is going to laugh at Defect and wail.
And do a little this if it's an ability check.
All right, so Defect, you put this rope in your mouth. The spell is cast. There's a big displacement of water. I need everyone who is not Defect or Olive to make this one could be a athletics check to avoid being capsized by the displacement of water that occurs here.
Oh my gosh. And Grig doesn't really know how to swim, but that's okay. It's a 20
Great.
because of the belt.
Nice. Anirius.
Not going. There we go.
There we go. Great. Yeah, you both managed to do it, so that's fine. And Nearest, it's a good thing you used a 50-foot bit of rope, because now there's the ends of this rope kind of floating in the water. The size of this whale's mouth is 13 feet. So, yes, I did Google how wide is a sperm whale's mouth. So
I approve. I approve so hard.
Greg, can you do that hand thing and grab the rope?
yeah, so you climb on back, you grab the
Yes.
ropes.
Yes, the hand thing. I'll do some mage hand to pull the rope up if we can't reach it ourselves. But I'm
Yeah.
freaking out. I'm barely holding together.
So
I'm wet.
you've got this bridle or bit inside of Defect's whale mouth now.
And then I'm gonna have Greg help me like tie it at the top, and so we kind of have like,
A giant loop.
Bless it.
yeah, a loop to hold on
He's
to.
got
So
reins.
Yeah,
He's
it's
got
like
reins.
a bridle or a rein. Yeah, sure.
Defects whale mouth.
Okay, you can achieve that. Great. Yeah, no problem. I love it.
All right, and then I'm just gonna hit defects back when we're ready again.
Uh,
Or
roll
I'll-
roll d20. Got it.
roll a d20.
I rolled a 10.
Oh no.
Cool. With a 6,
I mean,
you don't know why you just got hit.
Oh,
And there's this weird thing in your mouth.
okay.
Meaning what? Do I bite through it? Do I?
No,
Buff
I mean,
them
you
off,
tell me.
or-
There's a weird thing in your mouth that's like pulling at the back of it. It's not very
I
comfortable.
don't know. I've never been a whale before.
And you just got hit on the back.
I guess.
You tell me what you do.
do. I don't know. A normal whale would bite through it and buck them off, I guess.
Great. Roll a d20.
Oh no. How did the party die?
A 19.
Great. Roll
One of them
3d8.
Was a whale.
God.
Olive's going to do a couple more jumps. Taunt them.
Cool.
This would be so much better if the druid was on the back.
You
with
chomp
the-
down. You chomp down on the rope, and it snaps and breaks into like all the pieces. You no longer have a bridle in your mouth. Defect or Nereus and Greg make dexterity saving throws because you were holding on to this rope that just got snapped.
Sure. Dex save. 7.
13.
Nereus, you fall flat on your butt, and Greg, you go flying off into the water.
Yep, for sure. That sounds like Greg's life now. Ah!
So
This tiny
Greg
little-
is panicking, freaking out in the water. The good idea that Nereus had just got screwed by sperm whales being dumb as a rock.
Are they doing the rock?
They have an intelligence of 3.
I thought whales were just smart in general.
No. They're
I mean-
instinctual.
In D&D, no.
They
No,
have
who
an
knows in
intelligence
real
of
life?
3, which for a beast is pretty average. But they're not going to understand why they have a rope in their mouth.
Technically, no one would.
Well, that's not true.
Cool. I'm in the water. I'm trying to swim? Question mark.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. How far away are we from the dock now?
you've been swimming for an hour.
We're in the
Okay.
middle.
Okay. So
And we travel 60 feet a minute.
No, it's 60 feet in 6 seconds. And
60 every 6 seconds.
yeah, so 100 and you can use his movement or action to dash. So that's 120 feet every 6 seconds.
We're out in the middle of
So
everything.
you're pretty far out
Yeah.
from shore.
Yeah. Well, Greg is doggy paddling in the water.
All right, I'm gonna revert defect.
All right.
I
he-
have.
He is himself again.
Olive
And
will
defect, you
no
know that you
people
bit
again.
through the rope after Nereus had such a good
Ooh.
idea.
Ooh.
yeah,
you know
I'm
what?
sorry. Animal
I have
instincts.
This. I have alter self.
Hey, look at that.
In
Read your
my
spells.
panic, I suddenly realize, oh shit, I can do a thing, and I give myself gills.
All right. So, Greg, you have gills. What does it look like when you cast your alter self? I don't think you have before.
I haven't. It's true. I think it just looks like a whole bunch of splashing, spluttering, and then like oh, and then like Greg slowly sinks down, and under the water, Greg is pulling a little thing out, obviously, because everything is tool related. And then there's this little like bloop 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 and flash of red light under the water.
Great. So you all see Greg sink a little bit, but not worried about it.
Oh,
And then you see a flash of light, and Greg comes back to the surface, and you see little red gills on the side of their neck.
yeah, there's just like a little hand. I'm good.
Olive will
Alright.
swim up and nudge them again.
Ah!
Greg, Greg, can I have another piece of rope?
Yeah, that 50-foot length of rope is destroyed.
Yes.
So
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Here you go.
All right,
It's
thank
wet
you.
now.
3
I'm-
pieces floating ever
I'm
farther
gonna
apart.
put this one in my mouth. I'm gonna turn into a whale. You all hop up on back and tie the rope around my back. So hold on. And then just give me a couple pats on the back when you're ready to go.
Okay. You're
Alright.
gonna know what we're saying?
I'm telling you what the plan is.
I'm just going to
All
remind you that your mental stats take on that of the creature.
I as defect would remind him, was like, hey, this
Well,
is what happened in my experience. So
It's not like our druid friend is here to help us.
All of the killer whale who is over here who could take on a rider is just rolling her whale eyes at all of you. Because she
Yeah,
retains
right.
her mental stats while transformed.
A rider, you can't fit
No.
all of us.
Olive is a huge creature right now. She could take 2 riders.
And then we're spooked.
Well, Spoot does have a swim speed, but it's not nearly as fast as the rest of
Right.
you.
Right. But
Uh,
having a druid on the back to communicate things using a level 1 spell would greatly help the process.
Yes, but the druid can swim and retains her mental stats while doing so, unlike everyone who's polymorphed.
Well, I think that is
You know
what
what?
I think that's what Tanner is saying here,
Right.
Sarah. I think he is saying, like, if you, instead of using your wild shape, you went on the whale as translator, you wouldn't have to worry about making all these checks.
Sure. Okay, fine.
And you can carry 2 people, but there's 5 party members. So,
Okay.
Sure. Well, whale, killer whale.
Okay, fine. Olive will drop her wild shape, get on the big whale.
Well, while rolling your eyes, because we're all like, what do we do?
Well-
I got gills. I don't know.
Roll
Right?
your
Greg's
eyes.
panic has subsided.
I'm just gonna swim here. I could do this for an hour. Okay, maybe more if I cast again. Also, I don't know where we're going, and I'm not great at swimming even with all of this.
alright, I'm turning into a whale, tie the rope on the back, let me know when to go. Okay?
Okay.
And I'm gonna polymorph myself into a sperm whale.
Yep. You are a massive sperm whale. There's a rope in your mouth. Olive, you can cast Speak
I
with
will
Animals.
cast Speak with Animals again.
Cool.
and
You
say,
convey
"Yo,
all this
Nereus."
stuff. Nereus, you understand it. Do you have like a vague recollection that like this is the plan? But having Olive there to talk to you like is like, oh right, okay. It like keeps you focused on it.
Mm-hmm.
And you grab the rope, you get it all tied up, and you can continue speaking for over these 10 minutes and get underway again. And because you've got this rope now, you don't need to make any other checks during the swimming. You go through another hour, and all of a sudden, Nereus, poof, becomes Nereus again.
And we'll do it again.
Ah!
Yep, mark off the spell slots, and you all do it again.
It's hilarious, and there's panic, and Greg is so wet.
Yep. So you get another hour in. This is hour 3 swimming.
Mhm.
All good to go. And you feel another poop.
Do it again.
Cool. Essentially, this will work now that you've figured out this system. So it's just a matter of how many spell slots it takes, or how many sorcery points you need to tweak.
I have enough to get us across,
Great.
even with the hiccup.
Yeah, you would need to do it 4 more times.
And
Mhm.
Oh wait, no, because speak with animals is concentration, right?
It is not. It can be. I
No,
can
it-
ritual cast it if I need to, though.
Yeah, and it lasts for 10 minutes, so.
It's not
Yeah.
concentration though.
Nope.
No.
Okay, so then technically, like, if anything, do you have polymorph ready? Oh, okay. No, I mean I have enough.
Cool. Yeah.
I'm just
So both
out
of you will need to cast your spells 4 more times, so you can knock off those spell slots. But after that, you do see a beach not far away. Grig, your alter self wore off after an hour, but if you want to keep casting it, that's on you.
I think only if we fall in for an extended period of time again.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah. So after after about 8 hours of swim travel, you cross the bay. And you see a land not far away. And you can, and the last bit of like the spell wears off, and you can all swim the remaining distance to shore, which doesn't take very long. But you have now successfully crossed Triangle Bay, and you're over here now.
Great.
Good job. Y'all made
Oh
it.
my goodness. What an
Olive wrings out her
adventure.
tunic that, was dry when she was a whale.
Yes, you are all wet, but you have made it across the bay through trial and error.
Oh my gosh.
And it's pretty deserted here. There's like no town right here.
I'm
Oh,
shocked the
no.
whale is dumber than the bird.
Whales are pretty dumb.
Giant eagle versus sperm whale.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought the sperm whale was like a little bit smarter than that.
Nope. Tisn't.
Just
Yeah.
kidding.
Next time we'll have to awaken it.
Oh god.
Right.
Don't awaken anything,
I mean,
please.
if you awaken a polymorphed defect, I don't know how that works.
I don't know.
That would be
complicated.
The giant eagles had the bonus of having a language.
Also true.
Interesting.
fair.
Yep, sperm whales do not have a language.
Wait, so we should awaken a polymorphed ant for science.
What could possibly go wrong?
Okay. Okay, for science.
Right.
What do you say for science? Grig is down.
Yeah, for science.
You all go ahead, just make a survival check for me. Someone who wants
good.
to.
And Spoot's not here to do it.
25.
That's a
Oh,
whale.
good. Olive is a druid.
Great. Yeah, Olive, because you were riding, and talking to Nereus, you were able to successfully navigate like pretty much a straight line across the bay, which was convenient. And you find a dry area up the shore ways, like there's like a bunch of rocks, and there's an overhang that like would provide like cover if it rains or anything. But it's like a dry little sandy beach cave, and you can set
Cool.
up camp there with your
Nereus, do the
fantastic
thing.
pack.
Do the thing. Make me dry. You did that
Oh.
the other day, right? Do it.
Yeah.
This is gross.
Nearest will dry Grig off.
Cool. You spend a couple minutes drying Grig down.
Then, can you do the tent thing, Grig?
Oh yeah. Fun.
And over the next 10 minutes, the backpack unfurls into the tent. And Nearest, you can press to digitate everybody dry. Whoever you want to and whoever asks you to. Spoot seems totally okay with being wet. Doesn't bother him. I don't know how Defect feels about it.
Spoot, just make sure you moisturize
I don't
because
know.
salt water is bad for the skin.
Salt water is actually excellent for the skin.
Oh, it always dries me the fuck out.
I guess it depends on your skin type.
Meanwhile, Greg has
Olive is
pulled out
going
that
to-
4-foot pillow
Yeah.
and just curled up.
Yeah. Greeks had a trying day, so
He's just out.
they just are out. They don't even worry about watches. They're like, screw it and go.
No.
While
going to
Grig
bed
is
now.
sleeping over the course of a minute, Nereus is just gonna like put one finger on Grig's pillow and mend it.
Oh
Aw.
God, Greg's gonna kill you.
That's nice and also horrible. Because you think you're doing something really sweet, Nereus, and Grig is going to be so pissed because all the
I know.
like character of their pillow is now
Yep.
gone.
Oh man.
Olive is going to build a small campfire and dry out her own damn stuff.
Okay. Easy enough to do. So you all nestle in for the night on this shore on the western side of what is called colloquially of the Dragon's Tail along Triangle Bay. And where we pull away from you all and the camera zooms across the lands of Johanna. And we find ourselves back at Fayharbor immediately after you had left.
Uh-oh.
We see two individuals walk towards or come running towards the lightning strike that just appeared out of nowhere. Two older human men, Sherman Catterfall and Griff Takeo,
I ruined the lawn, didn't I?
looking down. Sherman, well, I don't know what just happened, but at least none of the plants were hurt.
Oh no.
And Griff looks at him and he's like, gotta resod this now. God damn it.
Oh no!
And the camera fades out. And that is where we will end tonight's session of Newly Forged.
I forgot about
Damage the lawn.
the lawn.
Oh man, you made him mad.
I
that
made
was
cookies with
fantastic.
Dad.
That was fantastic.
Oh my goodness, what misadventure.
I'm gonna get an ass whooping next time I show up at that house, aren't I?
I mean, you do pay him, so like probably not.
He doesn't pay him.
I don't pay.
Well, that's true. But he gets paid.
Other
so
people
whatever.
pay for my life.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, he may be annoyed with you. Well, hell, y'all, that was a wild ride. I was not expecting you to go to Fayharbor. So, great. That's cool.
Surprise!
You got to meet your staff, which is
We've
amazing.
never been to our house, so
Yeah,
I
you
guess
finally made it back to, well, the first time, I guess. You made it to Misfit Mansion.
I imagine when
Which is great.
to leave Adis a note.
Leave a note.
I did
I
leave a
just
note.
imagine Greg got to their room, they just like turned the bag of holding upside down and just emptied everything out and just reorganized since they had privacy.
Maybe, yeah.
And to just leave stuff in the room as marked.
Yeah, your staff will follow whatever orders, marching rules you give them.
Yeah, no, I keep everything with me. It's mine. I'm possessive. I left the candles in order to mark my room because I don't need
Oh.
candles on the road. There's no way. Greg
The
is leaving
candles that you
anything.
stole from that room originally.
Exactly.
No. Greg they stole them from the big bedroom on the second
Oh, from
floor.
the downstairs room.
Oh, right.
So you have traveled them halfway across the continent to move them 30 feet. Well done. I approve
Yeah.
of this message.
Yeah.
This is fantastic.
Yeah.
I need a
No, that's
candle.
great. I love it.
I kept
Cool.
the soap though, and most of the towels.
Yeah, I dig it. Yeah, I like the idea that Greg kind of did like, I'm going to make it look like a hotel just so everybody knows it's mine. This is great.
Right. This is mine. It's arranged now. I claim this spot.
It's fantastic.
I imagine Greg left a shopping list of just like dozens of giant pillows, and so that when they get back, it's like pillowcase.
Like
Oh,
a
that
gi-
hasn't
giant
even occurred
nest.
to Greg. That has not even occurred to Greg. Greg is like, oh, I have a space. I guess I put something that's mine there, but is it really mine? I don't know.
Right.
That's
Apparently
why
something
there's
I
like
won't
the
miss.
weird unused room, just arranged furniture to make a nook.
Yeah, it all makes sense. I'm digging it. And I was certainly not expecting to Google how wide is a sperm whale's mouth tonight. But hey, we do weird things on in D&D.
Mhm.
Right?
And I didn't even know that a sperm whale was a monster, but apparently There's one
didn't
in
know either.
Rime of the Frost Maiden. So
There you go.
Aha.
got some stats.
I mean,
There we
I
go.
was going to say it's not a beast because I was looking at beasts.
No, it is. It is a gargantuan beast. It is just in a supplement.
The only whale I could find without owning all of the books was blue whale, but that was challenge rating 12 and not 11, which made me upset.
Aha.
So I was like, I am one off. What's the next biggest one I
Oh,
can
yeah.
do?
right.
Oh,
yeah, there's the
I
sperm
don't
whale.
see anything for a blue whale. I only see killer whale and sperm whale.
Yeah, I only see killer and sperm.
I saw blue, but
It might be a homebrew thing.
No,
Yeah.
3.5.
Oh yeah, they had everything
Ah.
in 3.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure someday there will be a 5e blue whale stat block. Someday.
It'll be one D&D.
Yeah, or yes,
Yes.
one D&D.
Probably it'll happen when we have our 3D maps to play on.
Yep, 3D maps
Right.
and like underwater adventures and all kinds of cool stuff. It'll be great.
And
Hey,
space pirates.
but that was a fantastic evening, everybody. I'm so glad you played. I hope you had fun.
It's fun to be back.
Yeah. And
It
a
was
big
fun.
thank you to everybody who joined us tonight. Thank you, Ives Got It, for being here.
Yay!
Thank you, Nobody Picked This Name. It's always a pleasure to have you all here. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you popped in to say hi, or if you popped in just to watch for a few minutes, thank you very much. And hey, we're going to go around and say goodbye. I'm going to figure out who we're going to raid this evening. It's going to be a good time. And we'll be back here next week, which will be awesome. So
Yay!
let's start with the goodbyes. Plug anything you want to plug. Do all the Jim Jam. Let's start with our own ASMR sorcerer / sperm whale wannabe guy, Nereus.
Hi, I'm Tanner. I played Nereus, the ASMR sorcerer, and
And giant sperm whale.
just polymorph fanatic. I like polymorph. It's fun. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week, I believe. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Then we go up to Olive.
Hey, I'm Sarah. I have been Olive, who does not like riding on other creatures. She wants to be her. She wants to go by herself. Damn it! And we are at Nuuli Forged, NUULIFORGED, and we are on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook and Twitch, and I'm forgetting something, but I don't know what it is. So
YouTube.
all the social media things, YouTube at Nuuli Forged. So you should do whatever you do on all those platforms. Follow us, like us, subscribe to us, whatever things you do on the appropriate platforms, because we're cool. And tell your friends.
Wonderful. Thank you. Up to Greg.
I am Greg. I am also Amber. Sometimes those two are very similar. I have nothing really to plug. Just okay, I love you. Bye. Maybe see you next week. I may have to be gone next week. I'm so sorry. But I will be with you in spirit.
Glorious.
Good enough.
Wonderful.
We need
Turn.
the Greg.
My
Yeah.
turn.
Actually, we're gonna go to the other guy first. No, Mike or Defect, take it away. Wefect, Whalefect.
Well fact.
Heck.
Well,
Yeah.
hashtag well fact. That's me, Mike. Well. That was a
Oh,
whaley
no.
interesting episode. We'll catch you next week.
You know I can mute you, right?
I'm gonna come over there and start wailing on you if you don't stop.
See, we can't stop
Polymorph
it.
you into more things without languages.
Good night, everybody.
I'm off.
Bye.
And scene.
Go ahead, Defect.
No, that was it. That was just puns.
All right, good.
Puns is
Shut
all
up.
I got.
He couldn't do his axe puns because there was no combat, so he had to get it
There's no
out.
Right.
combat.
Yep.
Yeah,
Get to whale puns. There was a little bit of combat. He
Fair
tried to bite
enough.
me.
It's true.
that's true.
Fair enough.
No.
Yeah, you had a little tete-a-tete.
Alright. I need a cigarette.
Yeah.
I'll see you guys next week.
Thank you all very much for joining us. Please check us out on all the socials. You can catch Matt and I's podcast, Mid-Level Adventurers, wherever you get your podcasts. And you can join us back here next week on Wednesday at 7 p.m. right here live on Twitch. Thank you so much, I've Got It, for being a wonderful mod. We're going to raid Kirik the Orc. They're playing some D&D over there, so let them know that they've been newly raided. And thank you so much for being here. We hope you had fun. We had fun. And we'll see you all next week. Goodbye, everyone.
Yay.
Bye.
Bye.
Toodles.